Provides you with the best solution. Heater and heat pump repair service and new system installation. They do it all. Just call Florida Home AC at 777-4300, the official heating and AC partner of the Jaguars.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Cougar Nation. Time to rise and shine and start your day with Duval Sports Media Big Steppers. Dan Hicken.
You know it!
Jeff Prosser.
It's a big deal.
Gosh, it sure is a big deal.
And E to the T.
E.T. is in the booth.
Rise and shine, Googans, go time on a Monday morning. Welcome back to reality, back to the work week as well. We cheat a little bit on you today. Not going to lie, we are out at TPC Sawgrass, the beautiful, palatial estate of the PGA Tour, where it is Players Championship Media Day today. So I'll be sure to let you guys know how the course looks. How's that sound? Meanwhile, we'll get you up and going the weekend that was and the important stretch that's coming up here on the calendar for a football team that's reeling. Meanwhile, the two teams that would be the opposite of reeling, although a very strange kind of narrative. I thought Sal Pal put it really good about the Super Bowl. And the way he phrased it, Sal Pal, a friend of the program, the way he phrased it was interesting. He says, I've covered, I don't know, whatever it was, 32 Super Bowls. And he said, I've never covered a team that goes into the game saying and thinking that they need a reset. But that's kind of where the 49ers are, right? That defense that was so impressive, so stifling for much of the year has disappeared on them down the stretch and into the postseason. That Chiefs defense is for real. So, that San Francisco defense is certainly going to have to show up now in less than a week, and the countdown begins for a Super Bowl that got to be an added distraction being in Vegas, E. Got to be.
It would be for your boy.
Well, wouldn't it? I mean, I'm not kidding you, dude. Like, where do they stay? Are they staying on the Strip? Does anyone know?
Right.
They stay at one of the resorts? I mean, you want to talk about a distraction. And I don't just mean, sitting at a craps table all night. You've been to Vegas. You know what Vegas is.
Man, boy,
Vegas is like taking every big city that they host the Super Bowl at and just combining it into one. Like, you can get in Vegas what you get in New York or in South Beach or New Orleans, whatever it is you're looking for, you can find in Vegas. So, the more mature team this week, right? The one that is treating it as a business trip. The one that realizes, let me put in a good, solid, focused week here, and I'll come back on Tuesday and stay for a month if I want to. Right? So who can do that? I got to think there's distractions. These are young cats on the biggest stage with a great week and the notoriety and the per diem. I wonder if we see distractions with the Super Bowl in Vegas that we've pretty much avoided, right? I can't think of any huge off-field game week distractions in recent Super Bowls. Can you? Anything jump out? Right? Me either. It just seems like Vegas, Sin City, as they say, would perhaps make it a little more susceptible to something like that. So we shall see. Both teams I saw arrived last night. The Niners apparently in need of a reset as they make it to the Super Bowl. So many intriguing storylines here that are counterbalanced. On the one side, you got a great group of people, particularly the big three for Kansas City, right? Right? Andy Reid, Patrick Mahomes, and Travis Kelce. Those are the three amigos. They have been the constants through already two. How many has Mahomes won? 2, 3?
Yeah, he's won 2.
He's won 2. He'll be going for 3 this week. He's lost another. The Chiefs are in the Super Bowl for the 4th time in 5 years. So there is certainly huge edge. By the way, one of those Super Bowl wins, you'll remember, came against these very same San Francisco 49ers. Same in many ways, very different in one, and that's the quarterback, where Brock Purdy tries to go from Mr. Irrelevant to Super Bowl champ with a mighty quick burst. So we'll talk more about the Super Bowl. It's a fun matchup. We get two really great teams, right? The Chiefs didn't play like one all year, but they proved it pretty emphatically in the postseason. That was about as tough a gauntlet as you could have run in the AFC. And run it they did. Miami at home, at Buffalo, at Baltimore. Here come the Niners. Chiefs trying to become a select group that beat both number one seeds in a postseason. It happens, but it hasn't happened a ton, and Kansas City will try and do that by beating the top seed 49ers from the NFC. So lots of Super Bowl talk. There's always cool new nuggets. We will amaze and impress you again at the end of the weeky. What do Hicken and I do every year about Super Bowl week?
Man, count them things down. Forwards, backwards, forwards, left, right,
However
up
you
and
want.
down.
Yeah, throw me a year, throw us a city, throw us a score, throw us a team. But instead, we'll go one to what number are we at, by the way? 50 what? 6, 7?
I feel like 56-ish.
Yeah.
I think this is 58.
Is it 58? There,
it's 58.
Gibby weighing in. Good to see him out here today,
Yeah.
sporting just a delicious Braves pullover jacket
I'm ready, man.
that the lovely Mrs. Gibby has gotten for him for his birthday. So happy birthday, everyone, to Gibby.
Thank you.
Shout out,
E,
Nikki.
happy birthday. Yeah, he's got a birthday tomorrow. How old are you going to be?
34.
Oh, you're getting old.
Yeah.
Yeah, getting old. And I don't know what else to say. You're older than him. How was
He's
your
up.
weekend, my friend? What'd you do?
Say again?
Well, how was your weekend? What'd you do?
Man,
I
too
saw you
slow,
sent me a
man.
video.
Too slow, but I got a lot of work done around the crib, man. That rain kind of slowed things down yesterday.
All right,
but
I
it's
got
all
you.
good.
All right. You sent me video from a basketball game. I didn't see it all, though. It's all like if you go iPhone to Android, it gets all blurry.
I try to send links and stuff. Oh, also, man, I've been looking at a lot of those golf videos online.
Okay, what
I
you
got
got?
so much stuff to show you.
Hey, man, you're playing catch up. I think most of what you showed me, what you sent me there with the dude doing the shuffle,
Yeah,
you know what
yeah.
I'm talking about? Did you hear the dudes talking in the background? This
Yes,
guy's
man.
amazing. That guy. That group has a Golf Channel YouTube that I watch all the time.
I bet that junk is hilarious.
It's good stuff. You'd love it. You'd
That
love it,
shuffle
especially
was
somebody
crazy. His swing was so funny.
terrible. But apparently it looked like he hit a good one, huh? Oh man, yeah. I can go down that YouTube golf forum hole real quick now. Don't and I won't apologize either. Shane, what happened on PGA Tour this weekend? As we sit here in Tour headquarters, previewing this year's players. We'll have a lot of talk about that as we move through this morning. But it's a shame when you have a marquee event. This is one of the designated tournaments. It is, top 3 most famous courses in America would have to be Pebble Beach. And the weather just got atrocious. So a 4-round tournament sees its 4th round initially postponed yesterday. They were going to try and finish the tournament today with a Monday finish, and the weather is just too bad, to the point of being unsafe, to the point of everything that the golf course has already accepted. They've canceled the 4th and final round, so we'll go by the 3rd round leaderboard. That makes Wyndham Clark a winner. Apparently a big fan of playing out there in California, right? Wyndham Clark won his Open Championship down in L.A., so big win for him. He shot 60 on Saturday. He could have shot 59 pretty easy. I mean, he hung on the lip of 59 on a couple of holes. But Wyndham Clark. But more importantly, E.T., did you see who finished second?
Was it? Was your boy?
Yeah, that'd be
Aubert?
Ludwig. Yeah, that'd be Aubert.
I saw a little bit of it.
Yeah, it's a designated event. You know, would you like to guess how much your friend here is taking home for second place here?
Oh
in Brush
man,
with the Tour
designated
for?
event, a big
Yeah, it's
purse. So I'm
designated
gonna say
event
at
now.
least about 1.5.
Yeah, let's see what we got here. I'm going to give you it's higher than 1.5, by the way.
Woo!
I'm happy to say, but let me see exactly what it is here. I don't want to mislead the audience straight out the gates like this. Everybody coming off a weekend. Let's see. Let's see what old Bear's got. 2.1, my brother.
Oh, and just like that, Jeffrey takes the lead. All it takes is one of them big purses.
That's all it takes. That's tasty. That's tasty for me. I mean, listen, it's the same thing as the 5-pack. I started terrible. I was behind. So at least I'm out of the cellar. I'm out of that funk. But a little bit of a funky finish for the PGA Tour. Certainly they would have, especially football yesterday. You know, the PGA Tour is fighting for eyeballs. It's fighting for its deserved legacy. And I think yesterday afternoon there wasn't a whole lot on, was there? Well,
it was flag football.
It takes me to that, all right? I'm going to be maybe not the first to say it, okay? But when my demo says it, it may be maybe a little more surprising to say it, okay? They've gotten it right. The flag football game is better than any Pro Bowl game with pads. The only thing now is got to fine-tune. Get rid of these ridiculous pushing wash pans in between quarters to add points. Stop it. Just play a flag football game. Let that be the Pro Bowl game. Do your other stuff, outside of it. I don't need whoever wins tug of war to pick up 3 points on the game scoreboard. You play the flag football, man. These are incredible athletes. I think flag football has become so popular in this country, right? When I grew up, there was no flag football, dude.
Right.
There's no such thing, okay? And now, I mean, little kids grow up playing in flag football leagues. That means parents grow up watching flag football. I think it's a good alternative. In fact, I dare say it's a better alternative.
I ain't
I'd
gonna
rather
lie.
watch
I gotta
them.
agree with you, man. It was very competitive. It was fun to watch.
It was. I think they took it serious.
They did.
You know, I think it's a bonus for them to get to see them, right? You get to see them in shorts and a jersey. You see their face. You get to see their personality. You get to hear from them. I think it's look, they did it out of desperation, right? The game had just become so unwatchable. It become so half speed that they had to do something, and they kind of fell into this flag football really out of desperation, if you ask me. But it's working. It's working. And on the Sunday before the Super Bowl, I think I'd rather see that fun and festive brand of football that we saw yesterday, celebrating the sport, celebrating All-Star Weekend. And there's a place for the challenges. I don't mind them. I just don't like them in between the third and fourth quarter. It's a pretty good game here. By the way,
man, that was a miss.
That's a miss, right? Just play the game.
Play the game, leave all that other stuff separate.
Man, the parallels between the Houston Texans and C.J. Stroud and the Jaguars and Trevor Lawrence, boy, they continued, didn't they?
Woo.
Remember last year in the flag game? Remember what happened? Trevor stole the show.
Did?
He had Jamar Chase in some rollout, 60-yard, dropped it right in the basket, touchdown. You know, and he was kind of the passing star of last year's flag football game, coming off a year in which his team became the darling. We had our stretch, our win, a competitive game at Kansas City. Well, lo and behold, here are the Texans, won a playoff game, went on the road and lost, and C.J. Stroud yesterday was the one making the highlight plays. And now NFC won, so it didn't matter, and he did miss on a fourth down play to end the game. But did you see the play where he rolled out to the left?
And threw that thing to Jamar.
Oh, my gosh, man.
It don't matter. Pads, no pads. That was impressive.
To air, that would be hard to pull off. And I'd set up as best I can. He rolls out to his left. He's being, pressured by one of the rushers. And, I mean, it's got to be 35, 40-yard throw, doesn't it?
It was beautiful.
Right? I mean, but he flicks. Running against his body. Flick, throws the ball, back corner of the end zone. It's caught. The NFC did go on to win. So, score one for Eli over Peyton. Gosh knows he needs a break here and there, right? I mean,
Dude.
Come on. Other observations from the weekend when we continue. It includes one step forward, one step back for Gator basketball. Painful to watch Saturday afternoon. I was back in town just to settle in on the couch and be, stirred into unrest. Watching Florida falter down the stretch at Texas A&M. So as good a win as it was over Kentucky, that's a bad loss. At Texas A&M, not that they lost to a bad team, but just golly, you felt like you're going to get out of there with a victory. The Senior Bowl has come and gone. Next stop Combine when it comes to scouting players. Boy, the Jags are looking for talent. There was some over there. There was some there. That Senior Bowl is a little more loaded this year by what I saw, what I've read, the coverage from over there, the potential number of first-round picks. And for a team that could be looking for help on the offensive line and on the interior, for a team that could be looking at help, maybe at defensive back at corner, for a team that perhaps could be looking at help in other positions, there were certainly some guys that flashed this weekend in Mobile. And the Combine now is, a month out, right? Starts at the end of February, extends into the beginning of March. 1010 XL will have boots on the field there for you on that. So we look forward to continue our offseason coverage of the Jags. As we know, it never sleeps. It never ends. Certainly feels that way. So, all right, we're up and at 'em. 641-1010. I don't. Do I? I don't know if I even have the text on today. If I do, I'll check it out as we go. That's also the phone line into the Southside Studios. You can always reach out and touch us old school something called email, they tell me. It's called email, and that's the drill at 1010XL.com. It's the Monday Morning Quarterback, divorcemenonly.com. We got a lot to get into. We'll celebrate a little bit of golf this morning. We'll preview a Players' Championship that is now just, 5 weeks away? Just around the corner, and so many memories, so many highlights to come. And I think as things have settled and through the defections to live, I think the PGA Tour is just fine. I think they're just fine. They got a stable, impressive base of talent. There's a hunger among its younger guys to strive and achieve, what they're trying to accomplish in golf. And, competition comes in a lot of forms. At the end of the day, the PGA Tour to me was right in one end. No, you can't live and play here. And so ultimately what it becomes is guys want to play one place and under one set of parameters and for one set of paychecks and one lack of legacy. Others want to approach it different. And, by the way, there's also just mounting evidence that at some point there's going to be a gray area where everyone's cashing some of that big old check. So, anyway, we got golf talk, certainly Super Bowl preps and previews, the weekend that was in sports, and much more. So thanks for being up and at 'em with us. We'll be back with more next. We are live at TPC Sawgrass out here in Ponte Vedra.
The Drill from the studios at Republic Services. We'll handle it from here.
High school, college, and pro.
As good as it gets.
Your home for the most play-by-play is 1010XL.
The big game is in the near future, and Sonny's Barbecue is here to help. For your chance to win a barbecue feast for the big game, text Sonny's to 641-1010. Sonny's Barbecue, local pitmaster since '68.
This is Hayes Carlion for QC Kinetics. Are you sick and tired of achy joints? Look, you need to call QC Kinetics today. They've got 2 great locations, Mandarin and Ponte Vedra Beach. Give them a call for a free consultation at 904-274-5522. That's 904-274-5522. Look, the state of healthcare is always changing. It's evolving, and old ideas like steroids and surgery, they're no longer your only options. Regenerative medicine at QC Kinetics is transforming lives with innovative, non-surgical, drug-free treatments that deliver lasting results. Knee pain, back pain, shoulder pain, arthritis, injury. Don't let this pain keep you from living your best life. QC Kinetics advanced state-of-the-art treatments harness and direct your body's natural ability to restore and repair damaged joint tissue. Give them a call today, QC Kinetics, 904-274-5522.
Is your roof showing signs of wear and tear? Well, don't wait for problems to escalate. Call Universal Roofing Contracting today to schedule your complimentary roof inspection. Right now, get 15% off roof replacement or repairs, plus flexible financing. This offer expires February 29th and restrictions apply. Universal Roofing Contracting, proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars. License number CCC 057165, CVC 1258484.
UniversalRoof.com.
Bueller Air Conditioning presents
Are You Cool?
Today's lucky contestant, a coffee filter repairman from Jacksonville Beach. Meet Dave Carvelis.
Great to be here, Pat.
No time to chit-chat, Dave. Here's your question. Your AC has been acting up. Do you A, ignore it and hope it gets better on its own? 2, take off all your clothes when you watch TV and hope that does the trick? Or C, call Bueller Air Conditioning?
Oh, jeez. I do like to sit around with no pants on.
5 seconds, Dave.
I'll say C. Call Bueller.
That's right, Dave. A quick call to Bueller will have our expert AC technicians at your door, usually the same day, to make sure that you are cool.
Can I still watch the game with no pants on?
It's America, Dave. Knock yourself out.
Stay cooler with Bueller.
Visit BuellerAir.com.
Hey folks, Mike Dempsey for Tire Outlet. Are you tired of overpaying for tires? Well, cruise into Tire Outlet for the best selection, best quality, and best prices on the tires you need to keep you and your family safe on the road. With over 40 years of experience and 15 locations across Florida, Tire Outlet is the brand you can trust to perform great service at a great price. Our expert technicians are ready to do the maintenance and repairs to keep your vehicle performing its best. Tire Outlet. Wholesale prices, premium service.
Tire Outlet. Valentine's Day shopping shouldn't be hard, And 1010XL makes it easy with gift ideas from
Peterbrook Chocolatier,
Beard's Diamonds,
and Spencer's Designer Florist.
Happy Valentine's Day.
Go to 1010XL.com now.
Jimerson Burr is a full-service, Florida-based commercial law firm that has experience and capabilities to handle any legal issue a business is confronted with. Learn more about what they can do for you at jimersonfirm.com.
Hi, this is Dale Murray from South Georgia to Central Florida and coast to coast. The Murray Ford Superstores are still putting the customers first and cranking out the deals those big city dealers can't touch. It's no wonder everybody's driving to Murray Ford Superstore to purchase their new vehicle. It's simple. If Murray Ford Superstores doesn't have it, the manufacturer doesn't build it. Plus, you get a 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty included on every qualified new and pre-owned vehicle. Shazam! Holy Jesus Aruba Batman, how do we do it? There's no reason for your purchase to take all day, running around with those big city dealers and being flim-flammed with those big city prices. Nobody beats our prices, and I mean nobody. And we'll trade anything from aluminum cans to minivans. Be American, buy Murray Ford Superstore. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com. Then come see me, Dale Murray, in Stark or Kingsland. I'll be waiting for you. And remember, at any Murray Superstore, it's all about you. Shazam!
Hey, this is Stevie Beechurst of Beechurst Plumbing. Growing up in Jacksonville, I was always proud when my dad would point at a building and say, I did the plumbing for that. That's the same kind of pride we instill in every plumber here at Beechurst Plumbing. And that's the kind of pride you can expect when you hire Beechurst Plumbing for your home or business. Right now, we're doing New Year's specials to get your project going. To find out how we can help you, visit BeechurstPlumbing.com. BETROS Plumbing.com. Beechurst Plumbing, here to help.
1010XL is presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
All right, we're back on the Monday morning edition of The Drill. It's the Monday Morning Quarterback, sportsmanonly.com. You need a game plan protecting the rights of men in all family law issues. Evan Ingram had one of the cool highlights from the Pro Bowl yesterday, the flag football game. He did catch a touchdown. I guess that's not really huge news except who threw it. You know, flag football, man. You got to have a little razzle-dazzle. It's a lot like our ETN giveaways. Or what is it, 10-minute drill giveaways. Yeah, Ingram caught a touchdown from Keenan Allen, the Chargers receiver.
Your boy.
Yeah, and yesterday, right, Mr. Underrated. Apparently he could throw as well. So the NFC win. Doesn't matter who wins. That's the good thing about that flag football as well. Are we going to keep a running tally? Maybe we will as it goes on. That's 2 years in a row, though, NFC has beaten the AFC despite some young quarterback highlight reel stuff. Last year from Trevor, this year from C.J. Stroud. Plot thickens in this just a disaster with the Jaguars and this cat who stole all the money. Right, we told you the story. An employee who had access to expense, accounts and otherwise, a mid-level finance manager, somehow found a way to embezzle $22 million from the Jaguars. His name is Amit Patel. He did it using a virtual credit card system. Patel lost about $20 million of the funds, apparently, on daily fantasy and sports bets at FanDuel, which recognized the whale when they saw it and assigned him a VIP host. He lost another $1 million on DraftKings, apparently. That, to me, sounds completely and utterly implausible. I mean, what kind of contests are we playing, my man Patel? Huh?
Right.
$20 million? Bro, I'll just give you an example, and I'm not some high roller. I get it. I don't know what it is you're trying to accomplish with these bets. I'm sure he was chasing, probably intending to put it back where he stole it from, and, the gambler's lament. Bad money chases more bad money, and ultimately you're even in more trouble. Don't forget that part. All you young guys out there that fall in love with these betting sites and these apps and otherwise. It's a slippery slope, man. See, it's different for some people. It'll ruin your life. It has for Amit Patel. But the news the weekend is that the Jaguars have asked FanDuel to reimburse them for some or all of that $20 million in stolen proceeds that a former employee lost on the site. The company, FanDuel, is like, yeah, no. Patel transferred money directly from the team virtual credit card to FanDuel. And so listen, there might be just a bit of a case here if you're the Jags. Like, hold on now. You're FanDuel, right? And you're seeing these like tens of thousands of dollars worth of transfers. They're coming in from a Jaguars account. Maybe there's a little bit of a red flag. A source familiar with the situation said talks continue between FanDuel, the Jags, and the NFL on some sort of settlement. But the source says the way they see it, we got this money fair and clear. It's not our problem that we have to forfeit it back to you. So it looks like the Jags are going to get hit with that $20 million. Patel siphoned the funds over 3.5 years. Pleaded guilty back in December to fraud charges. Faces up to 30 years in the clink. A $500,000 fine. Because Patel's got $500,000 laying around. Sources say FanDuel alerted the NFL to Patel's betting in January 2023 after he placed traditional sports bets in Tennessee. The amounts and types of wagers that triggered the investigation are unknown. The Jaguars maintain they had no knowledge, and of course they didn't, of the embezzlement scheme or Patel's extensive daily fantasy habit until the NFL notified him. I don't know how you're going to recoup your losses if you're the Jags, other than find you some sort of FanDuel whiz and go hit a couple $1 million contest. Yeah, that is it is, and I know what you're saying, and this is fair. This is fair for all of us that operate in a complete different, financial landscape. How can that much money go missing from a business for that amount of time and no one noticed? That's the bizarre part to me. No one even noticed. Very, very, very strange. So, anyway, that's the latest. Jags say FanDuel, hey, man, can we have that money back? FanDuel, how about no? We'll see what happens. All right. They say Spencer Rattler shined in the Senior Bowl. The way the quarterback position works at the Senior Bowl, they rarely throw it a ton. If you can go 5 for 6 for 68 yards, you're a star. We all know that that's maybe a possession in a football game. So I wouldn't make too much of the quarterbacks. It looks to me like Bo Nix is the one who's really elevated his stature going into the draft. He seems to be the riser, top to bottom. In fact, y'all know what Bo Nix's numbers were this year?
I don't.
41 touchdowns, 3 picks.
Dang.
Yeah. 79% of his passes maybe complete, 4,000 yards, I think. Stupid numbers. And he had a great week in Mobile, apparently. He shows you know what he might be? He might be like Brock Purdy heavy. Right?
I see what you did there.
Yeah, you'll call it. You're right. He might be a little Brock Purdy heavy. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe he falls somewhere. But, between, Purdy and Baker, I don't want to take anything away from Brock. I don't think he's going to be Brock Purdy. That's not what I'm saying. But I just
Pro Bowl MVP, by the way.
Yeah. So I think that Bo Nix is probably the guy who rose. Now that's not a position the Jaguars are interested in. Really, it's more to me about, listen, when we think about what this team needs more than any, the Jaguars did all their work this week, not at the game on Saturday. They did it earlier in the weeks in those big, ugly one-on-one matchups in the trenches. We need toughness, man. It's been said by everyone across the board. Our friend Tony Vaselli has told us. Trent Baalke has said it in press conferences. Doug Peterson has alluded to it. We need an identity here. We need an infusion of toughness. In fact, when it comes to free agency, and we got 2 guys on the scale that we expect similar things. Give me the nasty dude. I need a nasty one. Listen, you never want to say something so silly as I need a guy who gets a fight in his own locker room. But do we need a guy who gets in a fight in his own locker room? I don't know. But there is a good, healthy group of big dudes at the Senior Bowl this year. If you're looking for an offensive tackle, and, who knows if the Jags are. I don't know. Do they let Cam go, save the money, draft another tackle that has the flexibility of moving inside? Can you do that with the 17th pick, or do you need to get a guy who is more of a flash addition, right? Do we need a guy who can get have an 8-sack rookie year, or, be a 17-game starter on the interior offensive line? But look, like any all-star game, you tend to focus in on the offensive players, right? I mean, the skill players. That's what you look at. But there were some guys. We'll go through some of the names as we move through the morning. But it's a good year. It's a good draft year. It's all relative. It's all relative. But it looks like to me like it's going to be a year we need. I don't say this to sound as like disrespectful as it might. I don't mean to just disregard. We have a football team that has enough good players that we've been in the postseason 2 years in a row. Is it perfect? Does it need fine-tune? Are there major mistakes along the way? You bet there are. But it is there's a collection of talent on this team that has been put together by and large by the people that work for the Jaguars right now. But I need them to have a lucky draft. I do. There's a fine line between these dudes they pick, man. I'm sure you think we as fans go back and say, oh, man, I wish we'd have taken this guy instead of that. I can only imagine inside the scouting circles, inside these front offices, the number of times that they come close to pulling the trigger. It's this guy or it's that guy. No, man, we're splitting hairs. We're debating. We go with him. 2 years later, that dude's an all-pro. We need to hit that guy, man, that coin flip evaluation, which is what you get at 17. That's what you get at 17. There's going to be about 3 dudes near the top of their position group in their overall rating. There's going to be another guy in a position you're not all that, enamored with, but you have in your top 5, and he's falling down there. You're going to have a lot of decisions at 17. We need to get lucky and make the right one. And that's not especially an especial indictment of Trent Baalke. That's every NFL team. Bill Belichick is without a job right now, not just because of how the coaching has gone, but because of those draft picks up there. Look at the Patriots' drafts the last 4 or 5 years. No wonder they're not contending. We need a hit on the guys, man. We wasted a lot of picks in a year that we learned had some really good value deep in the draft. Puka Nacua, a 6th-round pick, man. I was looking at these coaching grades. I don't understand. Like, the Washington Commanders hired Dan Quinn. That's not the sexiest pick, I don't think. But I saw CBS was like grading the hires. Dan Quinn a D+? That a little harsh? I'm not saying
That's extremely harsh, man.
I'm not saying it's an A, E.T. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying you got to give them an A+ or A- even. D+?
They don't like that hire.
They thought it was going to be Ben Johnson, most of them.
Yeah. D+ though?
Yeah, it's harsh.
Dan Quinn, y'all correct me. Dan Quinn took the Falcons to the Super Bowl.
2016.
Yeah, they lost the Super Bowl. It was an incredible. And then he went back the next year, really, the year that they won a road game at the Rams. They went and played Philly the year Philly won. They had them beat. Keanu Neal dropped an interception from Nick Foles, hit him right in their breadbasket, would have changed the game. Atlanta would have won the football game if that happened. In fact, I think the game ended with Atlanta trying to score and couldn't convert deep in the game to, I believe it was Julio Jones. So Dan Quinn went to Super Bowl 1 year. The next year he had his team very good. Now, as it can happen in the NFL, if you don't give them that year to, fall back and then return, a lot of coaches get that. I think John Harbaugh had a 5-11 year. Some coaches get that grace and they get back and you believe in them and they get the program back where you wanted it to be. Quinn wasn't afforded that opportunity and he left Atlanta and, has bounced around as a DC. But there's also the added advantage of staying in the division, right? Doesn't that help? Like if you're trying to go get a coach and you get one that you like and he comes from the division you're in, it's a little bit of a head start, I think. But listen, I'm not taking a place on the wall for Dan Quinn, don't get me wrong. But I thought D+. Whew. It's a little bit harsh. All right, so the Gator basketball team plays at Texas A&M over the weekend. Florida took a 13-point lead in the first half at one point. That lead got whittled down to about 6 at halftime. They did a real good job of keeping it comfortable, keeping a 5 to 7 point lead for most of the second half. They let Texas A&M go on a little run, and Florida has this trait of disappearing offensively at times. I mean, it's a team that offensively has got a lot of weapons. I mean, they had 102 in overtime against Georgia. They were close to 100 in the win over Kentucky. But they go into these lulls sometimes offensively. They went into one at Texas A&M, but that's not what lost the game. They made plays down the stretch. They took a lead. They could not get the defensive stop. Whistle got a little quick, if you ask me, but nonetheless, Florida loses at Texas A&M. They had gone into the I reference these net rankings because they matter. When the NCAA goes and decides who's going to be in the tournament, there's a lot of factors they use. The net rankings, it's basically a power index that is put together by the NCAA, used by the NCAA tournament committee. And so when you're weighing, the state of different programs, it's going to matter. Florida finally got a quad 1 win when they beat Kentucky. They'll have another opportunity. They face Auburn at home this week. Auburn's a top 10 team, and they're red hot. But after losing at Texas A&M, it didn't hurt the Gators a ton. They're at 39. They're 15-7 overall. They just have the one quad 1 win, however, and they could desperately use what would be a really impressive win over Auburn. I look at the net rankings here, and Auburn is number 8 in the country. So, a chance to make a bit of a statement. And now they kind of need one as a bounce back. They were on a little win streak. They had a golden opportunity to win in a tough place to win at Texas A&M. Came up short over the weekend. The Noles have caught some harder times. They've lost a couple in a row, I see, in the ACC. And UNF and JU over the weekend split. They won their Wednesday or Thursday game. They lost their Saturday game. So pretty sure both are back home for 2 games this week. So kind of set the table there from the weekend that was in college hoops. So, all right, let's come back. Let's attack the NFL with a football fix. Await the Hicken arrival. We are live at TPC Sawgrass. It's Players Media Day, so we are going to give you a little advanced preview of what we can expect here. It's such an awesome week. Just the setup just gets better every year. The challenge of that as well. So we will do that a little bit. Believe we have breakfast with Baselli today. So we'll talk with a Hall of Famer. I believe he may have travel things with the Super Bowl, but I believe that's the case. So all that and more. Happy to be up and at 'em with you. Appreciate y'all out there. It's the Monday Morning Quarterback, DivorceMenOnly.com.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here.
This is Brent Musburger's VSIN Action Update on 1010XL. Brought to you by Duck Duck Rooter Plumbing, Septic, and Air Conditioning. Proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas hosting Super Bowl 58 Sunday. 49ers remain a 2-point favorite over the Kansas City Chiefs. The total 47.5. Patrick Mahomes over-under passing prop bet 244.5 yards. 1.5 touchdowns shaded to the over -160. Brock Purdy 244.5 passing yards. 1.5 touchdowns. That is shaded to the over -125. First to 100 yards passing. Mahomes a favorite -120. Purdy -105. College basketball today. Florida A&M a 6.5-point road dog at Alabama State. Football fans, score big without the burn. Play for free for a chance to win your share of $10,000 at TumsPropBites.com. Mike Sennett, 1010XL.
Has your sewer line been hydrojetted? Heavy buildup clogged sewer lines causing drains at your home or business to back up or become slow moving. Call Duck Duck Rooter for hydrojetting of your main sewer line. Duck Duck Rooter's special hydrojetting machine uses a blast of water at very high pressure to remove hard, stubborn blockages. Call now to book 904-862-6769. Serving commercial and residential, your fully insured and certified plumber. DuckDuckRooter.com.
Hold on tight because All Pro Roofing is unleashing some electrifying news. Brace yourselves for instant excitement. Instant Roof Quotes are here. Simply surf over to their website and hit the Instant Roof Quote tab. Boom! That's your ticket to a lightning-fast estimate. Head over to allproroofingllc.com. Click that Instant Roof Quote tab. What are you waiting for? Click on the Instant Roof Quote tab today at allproroofingllc.com.
License number CCC 1327056.
CDC 060138.
I'm Sheriff TK Waters with the Jacksonville Sheriff's Office. We're currently hiring for police, corrections, 911 dispatchers, and various civilian jobs. And for a limited time, JSO is offering a hiring incentive of up to $10,000 for police and corrections applicants. Details are available at joinjso.com. I invite you to apply today and start your journey as a law enforcement professional, helping us drive down crime and foster positive relationships with citizens. Are you ready to be a part of the solution? The Jacksonville Sheriff's Office is an equal opportunity, equal access employer.
Your home value is way up, and you can use that money right now. Pay off credit cards, remodel your house, both, whatever you want. Prosser here for Loan Pronto. Loan Pronto can convert that home equity into cash in as little as 2 weeks with no cost to you and zero hassle. Mike and Joan in Ponte Vedra called Loan Pronto. They did a Loan Pronto zero-cost cash-out refi. They got a check for $100,000, used $50 to pay off all their credit cards and a car loan, and used the other $50 to upgrade their master bath and kitchen. They locked in new APR in the 2s and lowered their total monthly bills by hundreds of dollars. Hello? What are you waiting on? Call Loan Pronto now. Convert your home value into cash and put that money to good use. Do it now, and you can even skip your next 2 house payments. Call 904-999-1508 or go to loanpronto.com. That's 904-999-1508. Equal housing lender, NMLS 1661781, subject to lender approval. Not all loans apply.
Hey, it's Carline here. Tired of missing out on the conversation due to hearing loss? At Jacksonville Hearing and Balance, their team of audiologists led by Dr. Douglas Green can help you rediscover the joy of connection. Visit jhbi.org today.
At Edwin Watts Golf Shops, there's something that binds us all. The collective goal to transcend the ordinary. Introducing the all-new TaylorMade QI10 Max Driver, combining TaylorMade distance with the forgiveness of 10K inertia. Experience your drives in 10K. Visit us in-store for a free custom fitting at your local Edwin Watts Golf Shops or shop us online at worldwidegolf.com. Get there.
Fish are good at hiding. Captain Kevin can help you find them.
Oh, yeah, that's a big one.
Find more fish on the Ring Power Fishing Forecast Show.
Thursday nights at 6.
Brought to you by Awaken 180 Weight Loss on 1010XL AM.
With modern smart home technology, you can control almost everything from the palm of your hand or your voice. Call the experts at Mr. Sparky.
Call 888-8
Your on-time electrician, Mr. Sparky of the First Coast.
If your ride is making strange noises, don't wait and make it worse. Come to Action Transmission on Merrill Road. My expert technicians can diagnose the problem and likely fix it fast. Experience the difference at Action Transmission on Merrill Road.
I'm here with Clayton Bromberg of Underwood Jewelers. Clayton, you have told us about the importance of cutting a diamond properly and how it relates back to beauty and value. But how do you judge the color of a diamond?
Frank, that's an important question when it comes to diamonds. You see, a man or a woman really have no color memory. Now, you can remember basic colors like blue or red, but considering we can see thousands of slight variations of the same color, you have to have a master color to relate these two. Anybody that's ever tried to match a paint color on a wall knows exactly what I'm talking about. So we judge the color of diamonds using a set of certified master diamonds from the American Gem Society. This is the only way you can really make an accurate call on the grade because these slight variations in color from colorless to very slight yellow have huge price differences.
That's at Underwood's, where diamonds are graded accurately in San Marco, Avondale, and the shops of Ponte Vedra.
Dave Benyon with Zero Res. As the temps outside are warming up, so is Zero Res. Right now, it's the hottest price of the year. 3 rooms of carpet cleaned for only $147, and the 4th room is free. That's right, the 4th room is on me. Google Zero Res and see what people are saying. Zero Res has over 6,000 5-star reviews. Remember, February is the hottest price of the year for Zero Res. 3 rooms of carpet cleaned for $147, and the 4th room is free. Zero Res, spelled forward or backwards, it's the right way to clean.
Zero Res.
Are you 18 years or older, just got married, just got divorced, or have children? Listen up. Have you done your last will and estate planning? If you have questions, call Matt Henson with the Henson Law Firm. Reach him at 527-1700, offices Jacksonville, Florida. And don't let the state decide your fate.
1010XL is presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
All right, we're back here on The Drill, the Monday Morning Quarterback, divorcemenonly.com. We're live at TPC Sawgrass. Oh, here at the beautiful stadium course. It's media day. It's kind of like caddy day. There'll be a baby Ruth in the pool when we're done with them out here today, but it'll be fun to get the lay of the land with the golf's really the premier event on PGA Tour right around the corner, 4 or 5 weeks. So we will visit with a couple of the particulars out here as we move through the morning, get you ready for that as well. So, meanwhile, I have a Daily's Double Take to get things kicked off here. We'll turn our attention to a football fix. This happens to be football-related as well, and it's not like a, oh, my gosh, doesn't reach the Shazam level. But I did do a little bit of a double take because it flies in the face maybe of your conventional thinking of the player that I'm about to reference. But did you know, E.T., that Patrick Mahomes has had – he's kind of had some Super Bowl difficulties. Compared to the rest of his, incredible career to this point, I mean, he's got the GOAT in his sights. I mean, it's at least fair to say that it's somebody who could approach Tom Brady's success. He's only 28, going for Super Bowl number 3. But, while he gets to that Super Bowl quite often, he's struggled a little bit. The Super Bowl has been, by pretty good measure, his least productive round of the playoffs. Now, look, there's this. As you go through the playoffs, the expectation, the reality is that each team you face is a little bit better than the one before, so you would think in a Super Bowl matchup that you'd be facing a really good opposing defense, so that might explain some of this. And don't get me wrong, I'm not about to describe you some massive failure at the position, but just compared to his stats otherwise. He has 4 interceptions in 3 Super Bowls. And that's more than the other 14 playoff games combined. Is that double take? That's a little bit of a double take, no? He has four Super Bowl interceptions. That's one more than all of his other playoff games combined. 14, by the way. He's played 14 other playoff games. He has 3 total interceptions, and in the 3 Super Bowls, he's had 4. His completion percentage drops about 7-8 points. By the way, that's the largest decrease among the 13 quarterbacks with at least 3 Super Bowl starts. Yards per attempt goes from 8 down to almost 6. But he also wins. He also makes plays with his legs. There's a lot more here. I'm not selling you some, angle that makes San Francisco suddenly the favorite here. And in no way am all my worried about Patrick Mahomes and what he'll do this weekend. But I don't know. It's just I raised eyebrow a little bit with the Daily's Double Take. Hey, run by the dash this morning, gang. Get a couple of those piled high biscuits, the coffee, ground fresh, sourced locally every single day. They go above and beyond for you at the pure deliciousness of the Daily's Dash. Fire up the band, ET. We got a football fix. Let me give you some news and notes from the National Football League. It's brought to you by Allstate agent Mandy Bowers in Mandarin. Now in Orange Park as well. And by the Julington Creek Golf Club. Come see my friends at Julington Creek, where the customer service is second to none, and a golf course rounding into better and better shape every time I'm out there. All right. We told you Dan Quinn to the Commanders as the head coach. Cliff Kingsbury going to be back in the National Football League. What did Kingsbury do? He went from head coach at the Arizona Cardinals to offensive coordinator at USC? Is that where he was?
He was an assistant. I don't think he was a coordinator.
Okay.
He was just an
But
assistant.
at USC.
Yeah, he was at USC.
All right, now back in the NFL as offensive coordinator for the Washington Commanders, who could very well be looking for a new quarterback, and whose offensive coordinator may have worked with a significant quarterback in this year's draft. You're probably going to have to pick number 1 to get him, though. NFC gets a late defensive stand. They seal the Pro Bowl flag football game. C.J. Stroud made the eye-popping highlight throw of the festivities. And Evan Ingram of our Jags caught a touchdown. And because it's a Pro Bowl flag football game, of course, that touchdown came from Keenan Allen. Bill Belichick thanked Patriots fans over the weekend with one of those full-page ads in the paper. Don't you now just have to, post it on the gram? Is anybody reading the paper, E?
You got to go straight to the gram.
Yeah, if you do a full-page thank you letter in the newspaper, isn't that just going and carving it into a tree in the middle of the forest?
Basically.
Looks like the Raiders are going to go with Luke Getsy as their offensive coordinator. The Miami Dolphins have a new defensive coordinator. Probably never hurts to pluck him off the Ravens tree. It's Anthony Weaver, though, their new defensive coordinator. Weaver, it's if I think of a Baltimore Ravens defender, Anthony Weaver and his body type pops into my mind. The Bucs have an offensive coordinator. We're that time of the year where the merry-go-round is spinning. Guys are on and off, but Liam Cohen will be the Bucs offensive coordinator. The question is, who will be the Bucs quarterback? Baker Mayfield. Did he get paid this weekend, by the way? We don't have a new contract, right?
I don't think so. He got the Pro Bowl MVP, like E.T. said.
Oh, yeah.
He'll get it soon, I'm sure.
Yeah, I thought maybe it was just speculation I saw, but they were talking about Baker making $35 million a year, $40 million a year. Is that where we're at?
Yeah, they threw the terms that he could get.
Is it 40? Is that what I saw?
40, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Good to be a quarterback, boys. That's Football Fix. You're welcome. Hicken Arrival and more come your way next. It's a fun day for us. We're live at TPC Media Day for this year's players. Well, that means we're at TPC Sawgrass. We'll be talking a little golf and more as we motor through this morning. And then just to make sure that the place is up to snuff for the best in the world when they show up in 5 weeks, we're going to go play a round of golf here afterwards. You're listening to The Drill on 1010XL 92.5 FM.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here.
Did you see that guy?
Tom McManus.
That is the toughest man I've ever seen in my life.
Catch Tommy Mack with Mike Dempsey and Fat Tony. Fridays on Jaguars Today, 10 to noon on 1010XL.
Mia here for my friends at Arlington Toyota. No payments for 90 days and just $500 down can get you behind the wheel of a brand new Toyota. And with the help of Arlington's pre-approval program, that new Toyota will be sitting in your driveway sooner than you think. Plus, every new Toyota purchase comes with peace of mind of Arlington's lifetime warranty. That's unlimited time and miles. Shop in person, 10939 Atlantic Boulevard, and online anytime at arlingtontoyota.com.
Feeling the chill or breaking a sweat in your own home? Call JTM Comfort Services. Father-son owned and veteran operated with 40 years experience to serve the Guggen Nation. JTM Comfort Services gets it right the first time, providing top-notch service, maintenance, and replacements for your heating and cooling needs. Get up to $1,300 back on the new system. Right now, get a free service call with any repair or replacement. Licensed and insured. Visit jtmcooling.com.
Your comfort is our name. Call my dad to keep you in the game.
Hey folks, Mike Dempsey here for Pella Windows and Doors. Look, it's kind of cooling down right now. I love opening my windows up this time of year. If you're looking to upgrade your windows in your home, I want you to visit the Pella showroom on Phillips Highway. Ask about their latest hurricane and impact-resistant windows and doors, rated #1 by Consumer Reports in all 3 main window categories. You want quality, style, and protection? Visit PellaJacks.com and the showroom on Phillips Highway just north of Bay Meadows. That's Pella Windows and Doors online at PellaJacks.com.
WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
Let me get this thing unwrapped here.
Praz, what in the world are you doing working on your Duval?
That's right, Dan. I really identify with Duval.
You live in St. Johns County, knucklehead.
I mean the Duval sub, the Dailies Dash Duval. Turkey, ham, melted cheddar, and habanero jack cheeses. Lettuce, tomato, crispy and fresh, you know, like me. I'm sure there's a Dailies Dash sub that sums you up.
The boss.
Because, of course,
oven roasted beef, Munster cheese, roasted mushrooms, caramelized onions. It's the boss of all subs. Only available for me.
That's just not true.
What do you mean? I walked in the other day, screamed, "You know it!" and said, "A boss for a boss."
Well, no matter who you are, there is a Dailies Dash sandwich or sub for you.
Go find yours. They may even make you a boss.
I'm sure they will, because it is Daly's Dash.
Where more is better.
And you got that right.
Dave Binion here with my son Ammon, who is the air duct cleaning manager at Zero Res. So Ammon, you may notice a little rattle in my voice and some puffiness in my eyes. That's because allergy season is coming on. Can Zero Res help?
Yes, your health has a lot to do with the air you breathe. A clean and healthy home begins with clean air. At Zero Res, we can help clean the air in your home by cleaning your air ducts, cleaning the coils in your HVAC units, and fogging the system with a powerful antimicrobial that helps kill and control the growth of microorganisms in your air. We also have options for maintaining your clean air with our excellent inline air purifier and UV lights that will help keep your system clean and healthy. At Zero Res, we are more than just air duct cleaners. We're a clean air specialist.
So, what deals do you have this month?
Right now, get $100 off your air duct cleaning, and while we're at it, we'll give you $50 off your dryer vent cleaning.
Zero Res.
Spelled forward or backwards, it's the right way to clean.
CEROREC. Zero Res.
Hey, sports fans, this is Hayes Carlyon from MyBookie. The Chiefs and 49ers are gearing up for an epic showdown in Las Vegas, and you've got a front row seat with MyBookie. Whether you're aiming to cash in on the big game or just looking to have a good time with friends, MyBookie brings a true Vegas experience straight to you. With a huge selection of pregame bets, you can wager on everything from the opening coin toss to the color of Taylor Swift's sweater. MyBookie is a platform that offers something for everyone. You don't need to be a pro to turn sports and pop culture knowledge into real cash in your wallet. Sign up, make your first deposit today using promo code 1010XL, and choose from a variety of welcome offers to find one that suits your playstyle. You've got options. If you're itching for a sportsbook and casino that amplifies the thrill and maximizes your winnings, MyBookie is your MVP. Bet anything, anytime, anywhere from MyBookie. Don't forget that promo code 1010XL.
Hi, everybody. Mike Dempsey here for Awaken 180 Weight Loss. This Sunday's the big game. Look, don't blame me. This would be much easier if I could say this has finally come. Parties, football, libations, food, all the festivities we welcome every February. The question is, what if you're trying to lose weight but still enjoy watching this with friends? The answer? Nothing. As I've told you before, Awaken 180 is built for real-life scenarios. The reason Awaken 180 is now in their 9th year and growing nationally, the program works. Eat wings and meatballs while watching the Super Bowl. Have a beverage while betting on the Super Bowl. Live your life while enjoying the Super Bowl. I think you get the point. Whether you're in the weight loss phase or in free lifelong maintenance, Awaken 180 won't get in the way of enjoying the big game. Reserve your consultation today at awaken180weightloss.com or call 844-346-1800. That's 844-346-1800 for Awaken 180 Weight Loss.
Here's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update, sponsored by Jacksonville Hearing and Balance Institute. Things were going well for Florida basketball coming into Saturday's Southeastern Conference road match against the Texas A&M Aggies, riding a 2-game winning streak. Unfortunately, that ended with a close loss that may have been the result of a close call, according to head coach Todd Golden.
Questionable call where they called Will out of bounds. Looking at the iPad on the sideline, didn't look like his foot touched the sideline.
The weekend saw FSU basketball suffer an ugly loss to Louisville. The Cardinals and FSU traded blows. However, a late run by the Seminoles saw the lead cut to single digits, but it was too little and too late as the Cardinals held on for the win. Jaguars outside linebacker Josh Allen at this year's Pro Bowl had a message for Jag fans.
I want y'all to, we got big things in motion, man, and get to work.
That's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update. I'm Sam Nelson.
At 7:03, it's 49 degrees. Time and temp brought to you by Bueller Air Conditioning. Stay cooler with Bueller.
1010XL is presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville. Ladies and gents, please put your hands together as Dan Hicken enters the studio.
You know it!
Oh, boy. That'll wake up the coach.
Yes, sir!
I'm still juiced up from the pickleball last night.
Oh, you're watching the Groff and...
I didn't. I just saw a minute of it.
Groff and Agassi and...
That Steffi Groff looks exactly like she did the day she won her first Wimbledon.
Lovely lady.
Oh, she seems like a really sweet person.
I had pickleball, and I had to work yesterday, so I had.
There wasn't a lot going on, man.
Yesterday was Reality Sunday. It was
Yeah,
Reality
that's
Sunday
fair.
for sports fans, and now the football widows get their husbands back. They'll lose them again for the Super Bowl, but they'll all watch the Super Bowl together, so that's different. But yeah, yesterday was it, man. Saturday was great, but Sunday you woke and without the golf,
That hurt, man. It's such a bad break
like,
for the PGA Tour
yeah.
because they would have had, it's a
yeah, you're like, oh man, what are we? You really only had the Pro Bowl. I saw nothing else. I wasn't going to watch the figure skating. I think was on.
we just had normal TV on. It was almost background. We weren't watching anything.
I watched
I watched a little hoops.
I watched a couple good movies, sports movies.
Okay, what'd you watch?
I watched this My All American, which is a true story. Is
that the kid in Arkansas?
Texas. It's a great story. It's almost like the exact story of Brian's song, except college football.
Okay.
And it was like the same time frame. It was like he was on. I guess his last game was the Texas-Arkansas 1969 game of the century, number 1 versus number 2. It was a great story about this guy, Freddie Joe Stepnick, who was an undersized, overachieving, heck of a little football player for the Texas Longhorns that Darrell Royal discovered from Denver, gave him a scholarship. He was everything he could think of and more. Most influential player Royal ever coached. It was great. It was great. Really good movie. Really good sports movie if you like it. And true, and they did a nice job on it. It came out in 2015, though. I just saw it on Netflix. It's like Suits, It may catch fire again.
How did you?
I was just flipping through, and I saw it said My All American, and I always like get intrigued by sports stuff. Watched the trailer and watched it. So, can recommend it highly. It's a great story. A lot of cry. I watched it. Had tears running down my face watching that stinking movie.
Did you? Did you happen to catch the Laker game?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, I caught it. I'm glad. Listen,
sniper fire from back town.
Unlike you, who probably watch them, I don't know, once a month, and then claim them, and probably couldn't name 8 other Lakers on the squad.
Relax.
Except LeBron. Yes, I did, and I watched. What I watched them barely beat a Knicks team that didn't have Julius, didn't have OG, didn't have Quentin Grimes, and we're just fine. So don't worry about us. You worry about yourself, and you worry about
the king came to the Garden. The king came home. He went home and took that dub.
It's not home. I don't know why. There's no home about that. Home is Akron, okay? So let's see what's going over there.
Did you see the Bitman was stirring it up on the LeBron front?
Bitman
claiming LeBron's going to get traded this week, and then he sent me a link to some article where the guy was just pumping him up on all the stories he's broke through the years. The Bitman got a kick out of that one, but I didn't see LeBron move city. So
no,
I guess it didn't happen.
I don't think it happened.
That's too bad.
He does have a $51.4 million player option next year that he may decline.
That's just why would you decline that? Do you do them a favor?
I don't know. We'll see. If the Lakers end up like middle of the road here for the next couple years, and LeBron, the Laker fan will not embrace LBJ at all for what he brought to the Lakers.
No, they won't.
They won't. I mean, he's not a Laker, dude. They don't really. I don't want to say they don't like him. It's just
he's only won one. I mean, the great Lakers win more than one. Shaq, Kobe.
He won a bubble.
Yeah.
He won a bubble one.
I count that.
Yeah, man, come on now.
Yeah, he won a bubble one, which But anyway, it'll be interesting to see how it ends up going forward. They should be better than their record indicates. At that point, they'll start blaming their coach, and then Darvin Ham will be gone, and they'll bring in somebody else. So a retread, that they'll find. Maybe Del Harris is still around. Maybe they can get him back for another go round.
I took the 4th round cancel to get my 2.1 from Obear and call it a weekend for brunch. Yeah, I don't want to mess around. I don't want to mess around and let him go down to 7th. I said as long as I'm picking first, I'm taking Obear. That's what I've said. I'm going to do it. I'm going to ride this dude. Now I won't be able to do that anymore, but thankfully it's with.
It was a big payout this week, so the money changed.
I got 2.1 for second,
and I had a bad week, so I probably fell.
I don't think anybody else got maybe $100,000.
Oh, okay.
So it was a good week for me.
Well, yeah, it was unfortunate. But you know what? If anybody was deserving of a 54-hole tournament win, it would be Wyndham Clarkson. He went out and shot the lowest score ever at Pebble. So
he should have had 59.
Yeah.
I mean,
so
really.
anyway, that was impressive. And then, like I said, we'll debate a lot, and people, Pro Bowl is what it is. I tell you what,
I prefer the flag football.
55,000 people went to that.
I prefer the flag football.
God forbid the NFL say, hey, I tell you what, because we're growing the game and we just
free.
Come on in. Come on in and watch it.
That ain't happening.
God forbid that would happen. So
the NFL doesn't operate that way.
No.
Nor do its teams.
And also, hey, Raj, you limp-wristed, soft-celled,
oh boy,
no heart, gutless, thin-skinned wuss bag.
Oh no, what happened?
Oh my!
I hope he's not listening to this after that description.
He is, because you make $60 million a year
at least,
and you guys have scheduled your State of the NFL press conference for today at around 5:00. A couple things. One, most of the national media travels on Monday, so most of them won't get there. Two, it's opening night. Players and coaches are available, et cetera, et cetera. It's going to be hard to get over to the Goodell presser, which used to be a featured thing on the Friday before the Super Bowl around high noon. What in the days of Pete Rozelle, the old man would sit up there, answer questions, and then he'd talk to guys afterwards. Listen, what would hurt for an hour, Goodell, you wuss, to sit there and say, bring it. What do you got? We're kicking A. I don't know what to tell you. Well, I can't believe you're in Vegas. Yeah, we made a mistake. We've embraced this gambling. Well, then are you going to do better telling everybody who's hurt and not hurt? Yeah, we probably should. I mean, it's what I mean.
Well, it sounds like you got the press conference all played out in your mind. You don't need one.
It's just weak sauce, man. I mean, $60 million plus. You can't meet with the media for an hour in front of the media.
Is distraction
Gutless.
a bigger concern this week for
Gutless.
those teams because of where they are? Or are we past the age of distraction?
Yeah, we could have one or two.
Right? It seems like if we were going to, it'd be this week.
I mean, if anybody's dealing with any demons, man, like who was a kid?
Barrett Robbins.
Yeah, was it Stanley Wilson?
Stanley Wilson, another one.
Eugene Robinson. I go down the list here.
It's been a while. We haven't had an off-field distraction from the Super Bowl in a while. I can't last.
Now they ain't staying on the Strip.
Yeah, I don't know, but my point is this: the thing about Vegas is this.
Yeah.
Vegas is take all the big cities that they play the Super Bowl in and combine the nightlife that they have into one place, and it's Vegas.
I'll tell you what.
You want a little piece of New Orleans? All right, we'll go to here. You want a piece of South Beach? Well, there's this. You want New York? Well, there's that.
I'll say this. If Emmanuel Thalleran was a defensive back for the San Francisco 49ers,
go at him.
There'd be a story on Thursday morning. That's for damn sure.
Throw it that way.
Hey, TMZ would be all over you, buddy.
We'd see that. Right? We get the booking photo.
I'll tell you what, just follow this guy Thalleran around. He'll lead us to something.
Heavy eyes looking at it.
I mean, am I wrong?
He ain't lying.
He ain't lying, he says.
That's why we love you. That's why we love you.
Buffalo Tom says you could have watched PBR yesterday, professional bull riding.
Yeah, it was
apparently that's what Bills Nation does. They just go. The Bills are done. They go to bull riding.
I'm telling you, it was reality Sunday, man. It was reality.
No, for sure.
I can't. And I know a lot of people were fine with the. I can't do it. I can't do the. I mean, it was on. I watched it.
No, I didn't watch much.
It's dumb. It's
better
dumb.
than football to me.
It's point structure, and here's what's going to happen. Mark my words. All right?
Somebody will tear a knee.
It's coming.
Yeah.
It's coming. They're going to be doing the chain thing, and he's going to be they pull these weights.
Snap a quad.
The pec's going to rip, and he's going to be out for next year, and that will be the end of
I think they should just do the game as the game. If you want to do that other silly stuff, do it outside. But I don't like at the end of the third, let's go try and win 3 points on the tug of war. It's stupid.
Yeah.
Just play the game is compelling. It's good. Look, you get to see the players without their helmets.
I think the game's a little too long.
I'm okay with it.
I don't know. Whatever.
I'm okay with it. I would just say this. I'm not big on watching the flag football game. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
I would rather, based on what the Pro Bowl game became.
Yeah.
Understand.
Yeah.
There was a day where the Pro Bowl game was a football game.
Yeah.
Where they tried, where they tackled, where they ran plays, where the score was 21-17.
Where Sean Taylor blew up
Yes.
Brian Moorman. Well, yesterday, I think it was 88,000 to the winning team and 44,000 to the losing team. That doesn't matter to those guys. It doesn't.
I don't know.
It's like
Some of them it might.
No, what they do is like they bring all their family down and they use that money to spend on their family.
It ends up costing them more.
Yeah, they break
Baselli's told us that when he took the family to Hawaii one year. I think it ended up costing him more.
Cost you money, right?
Yeah, you end up losing money. So because it's still a pretty good trip. So, but it is Orlando instead of Hawaii. They'd much rather go to Hawaii. And listen, of
course,
I know this. The practices are so loose. Like they had a practice on Saturday, and anybody who wasn't in the flag football didn't have to go, and they didn't go. Some took their families to Universal. They went out and about, did their thing. So, there's a lot. It is what it is, though. I mean, that's basically it. It was again, Reality Sunday has come and gone. But for us, for sports fans, man, there's a ton of stuff going on, man. We're just a couple weeks away from pitchers and catchers, too. Kodai arrives in Florida today. I mean, it's big news. So
best thing that I watched yesterday, but it didn't give me it lost me after. But I watched a good solid 3-4 innings in a row. I tried to get into it, but I got duped in thinking Acuna was playing. But that Caribbean World Series.
Yeah.
You want to watch a little sports that seems.
Is that in Miami?
Bro, the atmosphere was unbelievable. I almost texted you. The atmosphere was unreal.
Well, it's so funny. And my buddy who lives down there sent me this. He goes, it's amazing. He goes, these games sell out. Marlins can't get anyone to come.
Dan, I'm telling. I'm assuming Puerto Rico won. It was 4-1 when I finally switched off to something else.
Yeah.
But it was like the atmosphere was unreal.
Well, it was like the World Baseball.
That's
Classic.
exactly what it was. It was. In fact, and by the way, almost every player is in some form or fashion. Mm-hmm. Puerto Rico. What's interesting though is that Caribbean World Series. It's just a team from one of the winter leagues.
Right.
Like, it's not an all-star team. Like, you don't get all the great Venezuelan players. Like, there's Americans and other playing for each team, but it's just kind of cool how the champion. And I also didn't realize, and I wonder after seeing it if they'll come back, but they haven't played in it's been played in Latin America, like, exclusively.
I'm going to tell you how bad sports was. Buffalo Tom said PBR, which I didn't catch.
Professional bull riding.
Yes.
Yeah.
I actually flipped through yesterday at one point. And I was watching the Pro Bowl, and I flipped through, and I found it said 2026 World Cup
draw
selection city host, city names.
Mm-hmm.
And I look on the show, and they got some bald Englishman. I said, "Is that Jurgen Klopp?" Because that's all I know, because he recently left Liverpool, and it wasn't. They had a lady. And they had freaking Kevin Hart.
Yeah, pumping up the game. A little L.A.
What's Kevin Hart doing?
What, Kevin Hart?
Promoting, buddy.
Comedian?
Promoting what?
The comedian Kevin Hart?
What? Is he he's a basketball guy, isn't he?
Yes.
He does a basketball. I didn't know he was a soccer guy.
They're
but anyway.
all soccer guys, dude. It's trendy to be a soccer guy right now.
I mean,
that World Cup in the U.S. is going to be a different deal.
I go, wait a minute, what? And my son goes, well, it says 2026. He goes, and then in the background it had the list of cities, and it had a bunch of different cities.
Well, there's probably just some of the assignments and where the finals are.
I go, where's the World Cup? He goes, it's in 3 different countries. I think he said Canada, the United States, and Mexico. I think it's
there's like 20 U.S. cities that are hosting.
But we're not hosting one.
Jacksonville's
we'll be in the middle of building a stadium.
I think probably Miami is.
Yeah, won't we be
Atlanta?
in 2026? We should be in the middle of building something.
Yeah, well, and we have not been in the loop to host one of these games.
Oh, well, we had for a while. We were getting those huge crowds for.
But we have not been in that World Cup.
Okay.
It's Orlando. It's
well,
Atlanta.
Anyway, but that the
final's going to be in New York, right? Is that what they said?
MetLife. The fact that I even looked at that for
tells you how
5 minutes
slow it is.
Tells me what is going on.
You're a soccer hater.
I mean, they maybe they man, it's like if you're like. It's like quitting smoking and going cold turkey. I mean, can we get eased out of it at least?
You need some Nicoderm.
It's like we got
some nicotine gum.
And if you're a degenerate, you got nothing. I mean, you're like you got to be like,
what's floating your boat right now?
I got the shakes over here. I mean, find me something for cripe's sakes. Can you bet on the Pro Bowl? Was there?
Well, back in the day, you could.
I don't know. So anyway,
degenerated down that path once or twice in my life.
Used to play the over in the Pro Bowl. That was fun.
Yeah.
But anyway, so yeah. But nonetheless, there's still for us. There's all kinds of stuff, and there's college basketball, and I got We'll come back with the what do we got? The 10-minute drill.
That's
so
what
I'll
we
come
call
back
it.
With some thoughts on the college hoops weekend that was, the NBA, NHL had its All-Star weekend. The Jags are ongoing. I had a bad deal on Friday. I still haven't gotten over that on the show on Friday when I came in and just painted a bleak picture, and I'm still feeling that way. I have not gotten. I need something good to happen with this franchise.
Here we go.
Otherwise, I feel like
I've kicked it a little bit. I feel you, though. I know what you're saying.
I'm Punxsutawney Phil, and I'm going to go back in the burrow and hide for 6 months.
Well, hopefully 6 months. You know how I described it?
Punxsutawney Dan is not looking for. I mean, spring is not sprung around these parts.
I don't say this I don't say this with an aggressive, especially disrespectful angle.
Yeah.
We need to have a lucky draft. We need to get lucky. You know, I mean, they're not. It's not like they're plucking guys out of the wind. They're making decisions between two or three guys, and they're making the wrong one. We need a year for it to land on the right one. I mean, 2020 it happened that way.
Yeah.
We got good young talent that's helped this football team. We need another draft like this, not like one player who contributes.
All right, we'll do that and more. It's all coming up here. It's a Monday morning edition of the drill. We're at the stadium course where the caddies get to play today. So,
there'll be a baby Ruth in the pool. There'll be when we're done.
Out, America.
There will. All right, now are you going to kind of? Well, we'll talk about this more as we go along. We'll also visit with the executive director of the event. So
all right, good.
That'll be fun as well, and see what's new and expected this year at the Players, which is just about 5-6 weeks away.
Love it.
All right, this is the drill. Monday morning quarterback. DivorceMenOnly.com.
Now, Downtime with Dan, brought to you by Ameris Bank. Whether you need help with business, personal, or mortgage banking, we're with you. Ameris Bank is an equal housing lender. Member FDIC.
I mean, it wouldn't put me over the top, but a piece of good news that I could get somewhat quickly would be the Jaguars announcing the signing of one of their key free agents, and there's two of them that matter to me. That's Calvin Ridley and Josh Allen. So, you know, I would assume you could probably get Calvin Ridley done first, maybe not. I don't know why it's so hard to come to terms with guys, but apparently it is. Most expect Josh Allen to receive the franchise tag, and you know, Evan Ingram went through it last year, and it worked out for him. He ended up getting his deal, and hopefully that would happen for Josh as well. The numbers are pretty obvious of what Josh Allen's going to deserve, and you can pretty much figure out what Calvin Ridley's going to deserve. So, you know, at least that would give me a moment to pause and reflect and smile.
The Drill from the studios at Republic Services. We'll handle it from here.
At Ameris Bank, we're invested in the success of your business. Our local bankers are ready to help you improve your cash flow, optimize your operating accounts, and access financing when you need it. From treasury services and digital banking to loans and lines of credit, we offer tailored solutions to help your business thrive. At Ameris Bank, we're with you. Visit amerisbank.com/withyourbusiness or walk into one of our branches today to get started. Ameris Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender. All loans subject to credit approval.
Hi, this is Dale Murray from South Georgia to Central Florida and coast to coast. The Murray Ford Superstores are still putting the customers first and cranking out the deals those big city dealers can't touch. It's no wonder everybody's driving to Murray Ford Superstore to purchase their new vehicle. It's simple. If Murray Ford Superstores doesn't have it, the manufacturer doesn't build it. Plus, you get a 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty included on every qualified new and pre-owned vehicle. Shazam! Holy Jesus Aruba Batman, how do we do it? There's no reason for your purchase to take all day, running around with those big city dealers and being flim-flammed with those big city prices. Nobody beats our prices, and I mean nobody. And we'll trade anything from aluminum cans to minivans. Be American, buy Murray Ford Superstore. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com. Then come see me, Dale Murray, in Stark or Kingsland. I'll be waiting for you. And remember, at any Murray Superstore, it's all about you. Shazam!
It's one of life's most important decisions. If you're 18 years or older, you just got married, you just got divorced, you have children, you likely want to take care of your family. Of course you do. Hicken here from Matt Hinson in the Hinson Law Firm. I'm not the attorney yet. But have you done your last will? It's not the most comfortable thing. It's not the most fun thing to do. It's something you need to do besides getting your assets to the people that you want them to go to. Planning helps minimize income, gift, and estate taxes as well. Matt Hinson will listen to help you with some tough decisions. He'll provide you the info needed so you are at ease with your choice. The Hinson Law Firm. You have questions? Maddie's got answers. 904-527-1700. 527-1700. Office is Jacksonville, Florida. And don't let the state decide your fate.
QC Kinetics patient Robert Patterson, a veteran and business owner, struggled at work and in the gym with chronic agonizing shoulder pain.
Those injuries just continue to nag, and if you don't treat them, they just get worse. And I just kind of abused my body for a long time, and it finally had said enough is enough.
That's okay, because QC Kinetics tells your pain, hey, enough is enough. Their regenerative treatments bring you relief by helping restore and repair damaged tissue with no drugs, no downtime, and best of all, no surgery.
I was able to exceed the goals that I had previously attained in the gym. It was absolutely worth its weight in gold, so I could continue to live life without limitation.
Ready to get lasting relief from your joint pain? Call QC Kinetics to learn more about how natural biologic treatments can get you lasting results. Call now. It's a free consultation.
904-274-5522. QC Kinetics. 904-274-5522.
Mike Dempsey here. Look, your fantasy football season might be over, but you can still win money playing fantasy sports on Underdog Fantasy with their Pick'em game. Just pick higher or lower on players' projected stats. They have a boatload of Pick'em contests to spice up the games. So act now, and you can win up to 100 times your money if all your picks hit. Underdog is so easy to play, even easier to get started, though. Just download their app, the Underdog Fantasy app in the App Store, or visit UnderdogFantasy.com and sign up using promo code 1010XL. Underdog will double your first deposit up to $100. They even give you a special pickup higher than 1/2 total yards to use on your first pick'em entry to get you started in the right direction. Look, you know I love daily fantasy sports. It's why I play at Underdog Fantasy, and there's no better time to make money on the biggest football game of them all than right now. Sign up using promo code 1010XL. You do have to be 18 or older and present in a state where Underdog Fantasy operates. Terms apply. If you're concerned with your play, call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit ncpgambling.org.
Have you been dreaming of enhancing your living space with top-quality custom windows and doors? Now is the perfect time to make that dream a reality with Renewal by Andersen. Right now, buy 4 windows or patio doors and get the 5th free. Plus, no money down, no payments, and no interest for 18 months. This offer expires February 29th and restrictions apply. Renewal by Andersen, proud to be the official window and door replacement partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Visit rbafla.com.
License number CGC 1527613.
He's a big boy.
No kidding.
And he's big on the Jags.
What is this about?
Tony Baselli joins Dan and Jeff Monday mornings on The Drill.
Breakfast with Baselli.
Brought to you by Epstein & Robbins DUI Defense Firm and Mr. Rooter Plumbing of Jacksonville.
Toilet or shower not draining? Water bill high? So many issues you want to cry? Call Mr. Rooter of Jacksonville. Have your number 2 business serviced by your number 1 plumber. Let us do your dirty work. Call us today.
Mr. Rooter, Mr. Rooter.
Are you looking for increased privacy and protection for your family and pets? Look no further than Superior Fence and Rail. Superior Fence and Rail is Jacksonville's top-rated fence company, delivering the highest quality fence products. They'll treat your property as if it's their own. So get off the fence and get your privacy back. Call Superior Fence and Rail today for your on-site estimates.
When you're on the fence, about a fence, SuperiorFenceandRail.com.
Looking for affordable tires without sacrificing quality? Well, look no further than Big Chief Tire. Frank Frangie here. Whether you're preparing for travel or simply need a fresh set of wheels, they're rolling out fantastic deals on tires for all their valued customers. Visit the website at BigChiefTire.com or call 904-932-0950 today to schedule an appointment at any of their 5 locations. That's BigChiefTire.com or call 904-932-0950.
Make someone's heart pop on Valentine's Day. Show your love with a bouquet of chocolate roses, chocolate-covered popcorn, or a box of decadent truffles. Peterbrook is taking pre-orders for chocolate-covered strawberries. So get your order in and get those hearts popping.
For the first time ever, the Super Bowl will be played in Las Vegas, the sports betting capital of the world. VSiN, the sports betting network, delivers all the betting trends for the big game. Historical analysis, betting tips, prop bet strategies, helping you cash tickets from the national anthem to the Gatorade bath. Download VSiN's free Super Bowl betting guide right now. 1010XL.com. That's 1010XL.com.
1010XL is presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville. Now, the 10-minute drill.
This is a big one.
On 1010XL.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Hit it. Yeah. All right, sports concepts and rationalizations coming your way. We call it the 10-minute drill. At the end of the drill, E loves to give out prize pack. He calls it razzle dazzle. E, what are you dazzling the boys with today?
Oh, snap. I'm getting y'all ready. Valentine's Day right around the corner.
Oh.
So I got a gift certificate for $50 to be used towards a floral arrangement from Spencer's Designers Flowers Gifts and Arrangements.
Very nice.
This is part of the 1010XL Valentine's Day gift guide. Visit 1010XL.com for more gift ideas.
Thank you, E. Thank you very much.
I'm sure you can now reference, is it Slim? Is that Kentucky Jeff's guy, Slim? Is that what it is?
Slim, yes.
I don't know.
Jeff is in a dark place right now.
Well, it's an awful hard. It's an awful. Listen, I think what happens is because Kentucky struggles like this, it makes me feel like Kentucky hadn't done anything in 10 years. And I know they were like a 2 seed a couple years ago. Have they had? When's the last time Kentucky had a relevant NCAA run? Has it been within the last 4 years? Because they feel like they're just starting to feel like Calipari's not the guy.
Yeah.
And I don't know where you go, but you can go better. There's other guys winning a lot more than he is. He got the one title, and that was now like 12 years ago, Hick.
That was Anthony Davis.
Right. That was forever ago. I think as we're getting to the point, man, where Calipari's been a disappointment. And I just like it's
Slim
like this.
Would concur. I
this
don't
is
know.
like the 1 year where it dawns on me. I don't know if he's been any worse this year, and they're still good and they're relevant, but they're just not. They're not fearsome, Hick. They're not scary. No. They're just a team.
Yeah.
And that's on him because the other ones are staying. The ones that keep their coaches. Now you have a coaching change. That's one thing, and I know. But even Carolina, they've been to a championship game. They're
they
top
bottomed
5
out
again.
last year, though.
Huh?
They bottomed out last year.
Yeah, but just the year before they were in it.
Sure.
You gotta. If you're Kentucky, you gotta be going to Final Fours.
Doesn't look like there's any powerhouse. Basketball, even more so than football, is incredibly difficult. You have to almost get lucky with your guys and find a chemistry in about 30 games because the team totally changes year to year. I mean, Pitino, I think, brought in 10 transfers to St. John's. It was his first year, obviously, but the days of guys staying in one place for 4 years and growing together are long gone, man.
And that's at every level now, too, because they jump around the other.
Oh, yeah.
They jump
around.
But
basketball, you have fewer dudes, and it's got to be difficult, and I don't know.
But it's great because you look at that kid Connect.
Yeah.
That dude was second team all-conference in some Big Sky nonsense. He's the player of the year in the SEC.
Yeah.
I mean,
he wasn't even that good the other night.
Hey, Northern Colorado, what are y'all doing out there?
Northern Colorado said, "What do you mean? We got them. You took them."
Yeah, I guess.
But yeah, so as far as Florida, I hate to say this, but I feel like they're better than their record.
Yeah,
and that's. I think Golden got some good players, and I don't think he's. And again, I'm not an expert, but down the stretch, he has not been good as a coach. Now, we got Georgia, and after blowing a 21-point lead, and then they came back and they beat Kentucky, and everything was hunky-dory. And so it's not the end of the world to lose to A&M, who, by the way, and I told this to Joe Deegan, what a disgrace that school is. I mean, you arrest a kid on Friday, and you play him on Saturday, and he's your leading scorer. That's disgraceful. That's disgraceful.
I missed that. What was he arrested for?
Evading police is what the charge was. Now, Joe D told me, it was a small charge. No, it was a desperate move by the three-piece, and because his team's on the bubble, and he has to get them out there to play. You went from having a mugshot on Friday to playing in a college basketball game on Saturday. That doesn't feel right to me. I'm sorry. It just doesn't feel right.
A little fast track.
I kid a little bit, but come on, man. Seriously. And again, not sour grapes whatsoever. Yes, it is. Here's the sour grapes. 20 free throws for A&M in the second half, 2 for Florida. And basically,
that's what I said.
Basically what A&M did is they just said, guards, just run into their big men. You'll get fouled.
100%.
What are we supposed to do?
The whistles were terrible.
They just ran into the big men, and they would call a foul.
All that said, they still could have, should have won.
Yeah, but they didn't.
15 years John Calipari's been at Kentucky. How many Final Fours do you think he's been to?
3 or 4.
Yeah. He's been to 4.
Yeah.
But here's the problem. First year, 35-3,
Yeah.
Elite Eight.
Yeah.
Second year, 29-9,
Yeah.
Final Four.
Yeah.
Third year, 38-2 national champions.
Yeah, it was a good time.
Okay, then they went to the NIT, but then they came back his fifth year, runner-up, lost a championship game. The next year, Final Four. But that's their last Final Four was 2014-15.
Yeah.
They went out in the second round last year. They went out in the first round in 21. They didn't make the tournament the year before. They went to the Elite Eight the year before COVID. They were Sweet 16 before that. Second round, but Final Four, the last Final Four, and they were 38-1 that year, by the way. So Final Four is disappointing. That was the one we were at, wasn't it?
Yes. Kentucky Jeff told me that if he didn't get Final Four this year, that this might be it for him.
I'm starting to maybe think that, and not that he's not a good coach, but there's something missing here.
Yeah.
I mean, his first 5 years, he had seasons 35-3, 38-2, 38-1.
I'll tell you, because back then you could get the 5 best players in the country, which he did, and they were great. Now it's different. Now then it started not working, and here's where a Kentucky fan will get annoyed. Then he'd show up at the draft, and he ruled the room, which he did, but those kids then started doing disappointing things at Kentucky, and they get better as they play in the NBA because they are seasoned. But they only get 1 year at Kentucky, so what's the big deal if you're only going to do 1 year? So then he started to mix in guys who would stay for a couple years. Then he hit the transfer portal for guys. I mean, so he hasn't, and he had another great class this year. So far, it hasn't panned out. This could be a lull, though. They might catch fire. It's hard to say. I wouldn't close the door on Kentucky yet this year. I think they still could do some damage.
Tubby Smith, 76% winning percentage at Kentucky. John Calipari, 77%.
Yeah.
Amazingly similar. Tubby Smith he won a title.
What was Pitino at Kentucky?
Pitino, 81%.
Yeah.
And he was Elite Eight, Final Four, second round Elite Eight champion, runner up, and then he turned it over to Tubby, who won it next year.
You can say what you want about that guy, but he can coach.
Yeah, I don't know if it's age or if next year we should expect something from St. John's.
I'll tell you what else, man. You give me these Ken Pom net ratings.
I mean, why do you put it on me like it's my system?
And you tell me Florida's so high, and then I look at Lenardi, and he still has his first 4 out after we beat Kentucky.
I know.
What's the deal? That's 65, 66, 69, 70, 71. Which are we? Are we in at 32, or are we on the outside? Because Lenardi's usually pretty spot on, isn't he?
39 in net, though, doesn't equal 61, 62. You got a bunch of people that are going to be behind you in net who are automatic qualifiers who are in. A bunch. Every single small conference that gets in is going to have a lower net than you. So
that's a problem.
So you really puts you back about where they are. They're a little higher than Lenardi's showing up. I was a bit surprised. But, hey, you know what? If they don't win some games down the stretch, they don't deserve to be in. They look like an NIT team to me.
Well,
they can beat good teams, but you got to win some of these games, man.
They got Auburn on Saturday, so
they got a week off to get ready.
Yeah,
so Tigers will come to town.
Sold out, and I don't think Auburn has won in Gainesville since the '90s. I think I read that somewhere, which is amazing because they've had some good clubs, and it's always fun. It used to be fun when Billy and that was actually Florida, Tennessee. It used to be fun when Bruce Pearl's is the story there, and
this guy, his protege, Golden,
and there's a great moment in Auburn's game this weekend with Johnny Broom. Johnny Broom's their star inside player, and they're playing Ole Miss, and Morgan Freeman's courtside.
It's at Ole Miss, the game.
Yeah, Morgan Freeman has a kid or something.
I was wondering why he was there.
I think that's what. Anyway, he's sitting courtside, and Johnny Broom is got his back turned to him, and so Morgan Freeman, he's getting too close, so Morgan Freeman puts his hand out to help him.
Yeah.
And Johnny Broom slaps his hand
without looking. He doesn't know who's behind.
Get your hand off me. He thought it was an Ole Miss fan. Don't touch me. And then he turns around and goes, "Oh my God, it's I'm so sorry." And Morgan Freeman's laughing. Then
that's true too. Just how you said it.
After the timeout, Johnny Broom ran over again to apologize. I'm a huge fan. He said I was probably watching one of his movies on the flight over. So I thought that was a great moment in sports this weekend, and as Auburn won that game, I believe. So
shout out to Evan Ingram. He did have a touchdown in yesterday's flag football exhibition. Of course, being the flag football version of the Pro Bowl, it came from a receiver.
Yes, it did.
Keenan Allen threw it.
Yes, it did. And
C.J. Stroud just became Trevor Lawrence these last 3 months. Like, he took his team. He made the highlight throws in the Pro Bowl. He's the young quarterback everyone's talking about.
He didn't win the game. Let's not forget that.
Well, neither did Trevor. Let's don't forget that either.
Oh, yeah. I mean, C.J. Stroud.
But they both made a play to give their team a lead late.
C.J. Stroud, a guy wide open. I'm like, why didn't he throw it up there? And he threw it there. I mean,
he needs to work on his.
I'm tired of
game.
I'm not raving about C.J. Stroud anymore. The hell with him in Houston.
I'm not raving about it.
That's all I got this weekend.
Oh yeah.
C.J. Stroud. C.J. Stroud. I'm tired of it.
Well, we'll see that first place schedule and a little more expectation next year. We'll see.
Yeah. So we'll see. It ain't gonna be that easy.
What about my guy here? He's got his push cart. He's got his ski cap.
He's going.
He's just going to go grind right now. Before anybody gets out there with old good electric carts, he's going to make sure that he's. I mean, he looks like he just got here from Glasgow.
It's a big week here on 1010 XL for the drill. I got to walk to work on Wednesday.
Oh, is that already set? The date?
I got Thursday. I got the mayonnaise.
When did all this happen? Friday, you did all this?
Yeah, I mean, he set up the condiment stuff, right? E?
Oh yeah. Daly's is the Dash is gonna hook us up with that. At least it'll be good quality for you. May have a couple of hairs on it, but it'll be good.
I think I'm gonna shave down before Thursday.
That might not be a bad idea.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna shave down a little bit and get ready for that. So that'll be fun. So I'm looking forward to this
walk
week.
to work Thursday.
Wednesday.
Okay.
Yeah. And then Thursday we pelt him with sandwich meats, and he has to make a Dagwood Bumstead sub. Okay.
And eat it.
Yeah.
You can't just,
Right, got to eat the whole thing.
Got to eat the sandwich.
Oof.
Here comes another push cart, man. So a lot going on with that. And
so it's a big week here at the station. It's also the, I only call my shot because it's Mrs. P.
Mm-hmm.
But we have the Super Bowl cook-off this week. The kids love to get together and do the cook-offs. They each cook their big meals, so you can be a champion.
Mm-hmm.
And I bring in Mrs. P's chocolate chess pie to sweep the dessert category.
Oh, you entered her.
I did, unbeknownst to her. So when is this thing, Gibby?
Tomorrow, I think.
Yeah, it's tomorrow.
It's tomorrow?
Yeah.
Tuesday, yes.
Uh-oh. There may be an open spot in the dessert category. Mrs. P is not prepared at all.
Just talked to smack, and
I
here
did.
we go. Find out it's tomorrow.
I thought it was Thursday. Why would we do it on Tuesday? The game is on Saturday. I thought
now
it was
he's
Thursday.
complaining about what date it is.
I hope she's listening right now.
The sign-up sheet's been outside Michelle's office
I know.
for a month.
Yeah, you know what? I signed up so long ago. It said February. I didn't even pay attention.
You did sign up.
Yeah, it's signed up. That's the problem.
Right.
I'm signed up right there.
I need to go scratch it out real quick.
I need to get her home to the kitchen. Turn around. You better head back and do some bacon. Huh?
That's in the afternoon, isn't it?
What?
The cook-off.
What, is she going to stay home from work tomorrow and bake pies? She's got to do it today.
What I'm suggesting
I won't be there. No, I'm leaving the pie. You guys declare a winner. I'm not going to be there. No.
You got to bring the pie
I'm
in
gonna
the
bring
afternoon.
No, I'll leave it there right
if you
there.
bring it in the morning, it might coagulate.
The pie will be perfect.
I'll represent. You know what I'm saying?
You'll represent. No, I'm not going to stick around for the chili cook-off. What are you talking about?
Is it a chili cook-off?
I don't know what it is. It's something fun.
Some type of cook-off.
Who won your little obstacle course deal the other day, or whatever that was?
That was That was.
Do we have a highlight from that festivity?
I won my matchup.
Gibby won his.
Let me tell you about that.
Did something happen?
No.
Oh.
Just let me tell you real quick because we don't need to spend time on this.
Okay.
And we should probably not even mention.
Why?
Because it was embarrassing for the station.
How bad the athleticism was?
Oh my God, dude.
Yeah.
I mean, you got dudes throwing it was embarrassing.
Like little kids.
Like, bro, we should never do that again.
Who most disappointed you from what you thought they were athletically to what the video showed?
What they did in the video, thank God, is they had quick cuts.
Yeah.
Highlights.
So you could tell it was like a bunch of uncoordination running around.
And then you got Big Mouth back there. I don't know why I love you so much, but I'm down on you today. It's probably the Laker thing, so just take it with a grain of salt. But we got Big Mouth down there who can't race Marcel, running around like it's nobody's business on a bad knee
did you not
hamstring,
see the limp?
and he's
Did you see the limp?
I mean, he's out there competing like an idiot. I mean, what are we doing?
Hey, you should see me doing the
But I mean, they had
thing.
some.
I didn't know what I was stepping in here. A simple question.
They had some sort of precision passing in these
throwing it like offhanded 4-year-olds.
It was.
Why do you look like that, Dan? Why are you throwing it like
We
that?
used to describe. Hey,
that's what it was. Am I wrong?
Hey,
am I wrong?
Back in our day, the country was tough enough that we described that kind of throwing a certain way. God
Can't do
forbid
it.
you
Can't
describe
do
it
it
that
now.
way.
No.
I want to hurt anyone's feelings.
Don't you do that.
Hey,
I
I
feel good
watched.
about my performance.
Yeah.
You shouldn't.
Oh, I did.
Trust me. I mean, you should not feel good. Again, not one person on that video should feel good about
Is that bad, huh?
I holed out on the cornhole in one try.
There you
Nobody
go.
else.
It's a hole out. It's a cornhole hole out. What about that?
Yeah.
Huh? A cornhole out, I call that.
That's right.
Not to be confused with cornholio
my
from
man
Beavis
is
and Butthead.
my man is proud about throwing a beanbag.
Why
10
not?
feet.
Find pride where you can.
It's about
It's a win.
25.
Anyway, let's sweep that.
There we
under
go.
the
That
rug.
was fun. Now we've gone over this segment. We'll come back.
E641-1010. Come kind, come courteous, come correct. The Valentine's Day prize pack is up for grabs.
That's exciting. It's the Monday Morning Quarter at DivorceMenOnly.com. We're at TPC Sawgrass for a Players Media Day, so we'll be talking a little bit about that, let you know what's around the corner for this year's event. Always bigger and better, and now just 5 weeks away. So keep it locked in where you got it. You're listening to The Drill on 1010XL 92.5 FM.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here. This is the Big D. And we don't mean Dallas. 1010XL, Jacksonville's sports radio.
Here's Linda Beaver.
Beaver Toyota and Beaver Chevrolet love our community. That's right, we spread the love by giving back, and every year we give hundreds of thousands of dollars to our local community. Plus, we give all our customers lots of love, too. Every new vehicle purchase comes with a 20-year, 200,000-mile warranty, and every certified pre-owned vehicle comes with a 7-year, 100,000-mile loving warranty. Plus, we give the most loving for your trade. Help us to continue to spread the love and head to Beaver Toyota in St. Augustine. Or Beaver Chevrolet in Jacksonville. We're here to wow you and give back.
Hicken here. The Borland Groover Foundation proudly presents the annual March to Get Screened 5K race and 1 mile fun run. Sunday, April 14th. The race starts at 7 a.m. under the Fuller Warren Bridge. Their mission, raise awareness about colorectal cancer and related deaths. All proceeds benefit the Borland Groover Foundation. It's a nonprofit organization devoted to building a healthy and equitable community that is free from colon cancer. Visit BorlandGrooverFoundation.com for more.
Break free from the old school hassle at All Pro Roofing. They've revolutionized the game. And guess what? No more pressure, hassle, or time meeting with someone face to face for a roof quote. Unlock the power of an instant roof quote right from the comfort of your home. Get the information you need when you need it. Explore your roofing options today. Head over to allproroofingllc.com. Hit that instant roof quote tab for a free instant roof quote. allproroofingllc.com.
License number CCC 1327056.
CDC 060138.
Dave Benyon with Zero Res. As the temps outside are warming up, so is Zero Res. Right now, it's the hottest price of the year. 3 rooms of carpet cleaned for only $147, and the 4th room is free. That's right, the 4th room is on me. Google Zero Res and see what people are saying. Zero Res has over 6,000 5-star reviews. Remember, February is the hottest price of the year for Zero Res. 3 rooms of carpet cleaned for $147, and the 4th room is free. Zero Res, spelled forward or backwards, it's the right way to clean.
Zero Res.
Don't ignore plumbing leaks. They can lead to mold and mildew or structural damage and drain your wallet. So when you have a leak and can't wait a week, call Roland Reich Plumbing. PlumbingJacksonville.com.
Hey, certainly facing some interesting economic times. I can't speak for all of us, but comforting for me to know my money's in good hands with ITP Partners. Jacksonville guys taking care of my Jacksonville money. I'm not an expert when it comes to investing, higher interest rates, 401ks, SEP IRAs. You tell me. I found guys I can trust, and I know I trust them because as I move closer to retirement, my money grows, and that's because of Chris Bryant, Jeff Hartman, Reagan Wright, Dan Abel, and Reed Wingate. And not just me, from Junebug to Drew, 3 generations of Hickens invest at ITP Partners, and they listen and give us each individualized strategies where our goals are the priority. Financial need or question, Chris at ITPPartners.com or call 312-9751. That's 312-9751. ITP Partners, my financial partners for life.
From the very beginning, 1010XL has encouraged and recognized the accomplishments of local scholar athletes.
Wednesdays on The Frangie Show.
Brought to you by Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
And the Plumbers and Pipe Fitters Local Union 234.
Instant Keys. You don't have to go to the dealer. Instant Keys comes to you.
Instant Keys saves the day if you have lost or broken keys. They can program new keys and remotes for nearly every make and model of vehicle at a fraction of the dealership cost. Fast, honest, and reliable locksmith service. Call 722-1111.
Instant Keys. Instant Keys. You don't have to go to the dealer. Instant Keys comes to you.
Attention sports fans and poker enthusiasts. Looking for the ultimate destination to catch the big game? Look no further than a Best Bet card room with locations in Jacksonville, Orange Park, and St. Augustine. Join us Sunday, February 11th for our big game special. We're showing all the action on our big screens and giving away cash prizes. With a wide selection of refreshing drinks, delicious bites, and cash prizes, we're taking the big game to a whole new level. Best Bet, your winning destination. Visit bestbetjax.com for more details.
Tired of overpaying for tires? Cruise into Tire Outlet for the best selection, best quality, and best prices on the tires you need to keep you and your family safe on the road. With over 40 years of experience and 15 locations across Florida, Tire Outlet is the brand you can trust to perform great service at a great price. Our technicians are ready to do the maintenance and repairs to your vehicle performing its best. Tire Outlet, wholesale prices, premium service.
Tire Outlet.
Well, I'd like to think that you know this already, and I sure hope you have experienced it if you're a pet owner. Because if you're a pet owner, there is only one place that gets you the peace of mind that you want, and it's a perfect name. It's Pet Paradise. It's the ultimate home away from home for your four-leg family member. Whether your pet prefers a splash in the pool or just making new friends, Pet Paradise's team of pet lovers now, pet-loving pros, going to ensure the most important pet in your world has a great visit, whether it's day camp or an overnight stay. Oh, by the way, inside these ultra-modern facilities, dotting the First Coast, I believe 8 or 9 locations now, it's always any and everything you need under one roof. They have professional grooming services, veterinary services with New Day Veterinary Care. At Pet Paradise, it's top shelf customer service and treatment for that member of your family, that four-legged member of your family. So go to Pet Paradise right now. Book an appointment. Find out what they're all about at petparadise.com.
Love is in the air, and if you're celebrating yours, you can save thousands now through February 14th at Beard's Diamonds. And with every purchase between now and Valentine's, your loved one receives a free dinner at Fogo de Chão.
Find out more at the St. John's Town Center or at beardsdiamonds.com.
1010XL is presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
Oh, yeah. Turn it up. Welcome back to the program. Monday out here at the stadium. Boys will go off here at 9:30. We'll go off at 10:10, I think. As soon as we grab the clubs, head on out there and see what we can do.
We got breakfast with
I like to hit a lot of balls, Jeff, in different spots.
Get a lay. I had a really
we're the pros. I like to challenge myself a little bit.
I had an you know how much I love golf, and my favorite thing to do is if I get invited to play like the closest thing to competitive golf for our level, which would be like a member guest or some sort of club championship. So I got to do that this weekend. Just it's grinding, caddy, walking. A beautiful golf course, and I had one really good day, man. I shot 76 one day, and it's just so fun to do that. Of course, 84 the next, and see you later, sayonara. But I'm looking forward to following that up with, like you said, this is what a beautiful golf course it is.
It's nothing better.
We played it so many times. We've been out here so much through the years, and I think you probably lose perspective. But, throw some dude off a plane from Dublin and let him walk around this place.
Well,
like,
listen,
wow.
I mean, and I did this over the holidays, and I came out and played with my sons because they had never played here. I realized that, and I was like, man, that would be my Christmas gift to you guys. And so we were able to come out and play, and it's a great, it's a great, if you ever get the opportunity, take it.
Especially if you're a golf fan and you've either been to the tournament or watched it on TV. It's always cool hitting shots, or it's even more cool. It's not playing today and hitting the shots. It's watching, in 6 weeks and knowing, oh, yeah, I was right there on that hole. Or, oh, yeah, boy, that's harder than it looks.
Right.
I think that's what you really notice is, especially around the greens, they make it look a lot easier than it is out here in this some gnarly rough, really.
Wyndham Clark made it look easy on Saturday when he tooled around Pebble with a did you see the shots of the weather yesterday, though? The ocean just
just
coming up onto
the fairway. Yeah,
It's
you could tell
incredible.
at that point that there'll be no golf on Monday.
Yeah,
it's a shame because it's a designated event. I'd say it's the second most famous golf course in the country, maybe the most famous.
Right.
It's Augusta National. It's Pebble.
Yeah.
And like you said, there's nothing on the schedule. You're going to get more eyeballs.
Right.
A shout out, by the way, to Liv really making that impact. I saw CW dumped out in the middle of the playoff because they had to go to their public access shows.
They still do that.
So good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Really growing the game. Shutting it down mid-tournament in major markets in the country. So
I didn't even know it was on. Who
I didn't
won?
either. I the dude who shot 59. I think Neiman won. I don't know.
Okay.
Neiman Marcus. I don't care.
Yeah.
And by the way, you know what? You realize here, Dan, as we go along, the PGA Tour's fine. It's going to be fine. It's another league popped up, and they tried to, just like other leagues pop up, and they overpaid for some of your talent.
Yeah.
But there's still plenty here. There's still the legacy. There's still the competition to achieve what you need to achieve, and they're going to run out of spots over there. So at some point that the used up live will just. They'll be playing in the forest.
Yeah, it'll be interesting.
So
it'll be interesting going forward. But nonetheless, so we'll do that a little bit later. All right, so Senior Bowl week,
there's talent there on those interior lines.
I guess, and I talked about this on Friday a little bit, and so I don't want to beat a dead horse because I want to be an optimistic guy, but I don't have the confidence in the guys making the
picks.
decision.
Yeah, me. I say we need a lucky draft.
I'm dreading this offseason in a lot of ways. I really am. I'm dreading it.
I'm not dreading it.
I am. I'm dreading it, and I fear.
We're 9-8. Don't forget that part.
Yeah, we're 9-8. We were 8-3, and I fear that we won't be able to get off the mat from the December swoon.
I think we will. I think Trevor will get us off the map. I think that's why you get NFL teams don't get better. They get better quarterbacks. Yeah. I don't think we got a guy now who's going to go 4-13 or 6-11. I
don't think we're near as good. I think Trevor made us middle of the road, and if we don't get guys around him, we won't be good enough. We had. This year, you know what happened? Whereas we thought we were a year ahead because of the playoff run, and then we just assumed we would take the next step, we really weren't a year ahead. We weren't that good.
We stayed the same.
We got lucky to be 9-8 2 years ago. We were lucky. 17-point comeback, 17-point comeback, 17-point comeback. We were lucky. That never happens, by the way. Okay? If it happens once, it's huge. It happened. Think about it.
Yeah. Cowboys, Ravens, Raiders.
Yeah.
There's 3.
Chargers. I mean, so we were lucky. And that pushes our expectation a year ahead, but it didn't put the program a year ahead. And so in the end, then we come back in year 2 and and go 9-8 and have the exact same record. I fear that we're going to be stuck in that middle ground. I hope that we have got to find players to help this football team. Because, look, Keeping Ridley and Allen are fine, but they're part of a 9-8 football team. You got to find other guys who can help you get better.
Here, you know what else is a little bit alarming? Mm-hmm. Not like they blew games down the stretch. It was unlucky. They got beat. All those last games, we just got beat.
Yeah.
The other team made the plays in the fourth quarter. Jacksonville turned it over. The other team scored. It's not like, like the reverse from a year ago. We're just losing to teams that you should beat.
We played both Super Bowl teams, and they both whooped us, here.
Yeah.
So that tells you all you need to know about where you stand.
I don't think we scored a touchdown against the 2 teams in the Super Bowl.
Yeah, and you and I both know, and we have said this. Well, Kansas City only beat them 17-9. No, or whatever it was.
They took a knee basically inside the 10.
Correct.
Yeah. Both those games were equally dominant, and you're right. I think a big part of that is the lines of scrimmage, Dan, and Balky. The biggest fault a year ago is we didn't get better. If you're not getting better, you're getting worse. And so to just to ride the horses they had and to not recognize where you had to get better instead of, you can argue, worse in losing Arden Key. To your point, I could see being pessimistic about it, but I'm still looking forward to it, and I hope we have a lucky draft. And if I get a free agent, Dan, I want a mean guy. I want a guy who's going to get in a fight in his own locker room.
Yeah.
I need some edge.
Yeah.
That's silly. That's taking it too far, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, it's so it'll be interesting. what they do, how they, again, the NFL rosters are puzzles, and you have to put the pieces to the puzzle together, and you have to make it work financially and, and in terms of win-loss. But yet, and the Chiefs and the Niners are interesting to look at because the NFL is such a copycat league, but they're both been built differently. So you can't, to me, the Niners are the team that goes out and gets guys. Christian McCaffrey, he's available? Let's trade for him.
Chase Young.
Vernon Hargreaves, let's sign him in free agency, give him a ton of money. Chase Young at the deadline, who, by the way, by all accounts, they're going to let walk, and they're not happy with him.
No, I saw the list of free agents. He was like 35th.
They don't. Nobody likes
the other. Sweat was the one to get.
They feel like he takes plays off, and he doesn't. So anyway,
he's not Myles Garrett. You're not getting that guy.
But regardless, they took a chance on him. And then they got and then they get Brock Purdy. I read an interesting story in Peter King this morning about he rode to work with Shanahan, and they talked about the Brock Purdy pick, and it was a compensatory pick. The last pick was compensatory for losing C.J. Beathard to the Jags.
We'll get compensatory picks this year, probably. That'll be a first. Juwan Taylor will bring us, but of course it'll be a.
So they get this compensatory pick, and they're sitting there discussing it, and Shanahan wants Purdy because he's got him identified as like a fourth-round talent, and the owner was like, the other coaches are like, well, we need
special
this,
teams guys. What it came down to.
We can get a starter, we can get this. Who knows? And the owner goes, well, who's the best player on the board? And Shanahan said, well, there's no doubt in my mind it's Purdy. He goes, well, what are we arguing about? Let's take him. And so it was the owner
Lo and behold.
And the head coach who got him, and he's been more than they could ever dream of. So it's not like you want to give him full credit. And he did confirm the Tom Brady story. And he told Brock Purdy, we are going to get Brady in here. How cool. You're our long-term guy, Brock. But if you're not ready to go because he was coming off.
You're talking about when Brady left to go to Tampa.
No,
after Tampa,
yes,
really, they were close to. Wow.
Yes,
so this year would have been.
Yes. So if you're not ready to go,
God, why wouldn't Brady do that? You think he's got a ready-built team?
He wanted to be retired.
Wow, I bet he regrets that.
I don't know.
He looks younger now than the day he retired.
Benjamin Button, maybe he knew his skills were starting to erode or he was falling off the cliff. But anyway, they did into it, and Brock Purdy did come back healthy and was able to have the kind of year. And if you look at Brock Purdy's first it's not 2 years because he didn't play a whole first year, but if you look at Brock Purdy's numbers at this point in his career, they dwarf in different times, but they dwarf Montana and Young.
Well, for sure, yeah. All right, the one thing about the Kyle Shanahan coached team is that they have to avoid the albatross that is Kyle Shanahan in the fourth quarter. I'll remind folks, the Atlanta Falcons lost a 28-3 lead to the Patriots in the Super Bowl with Shanahan calling the plays and calling them terribly. Pass plays when a run and a field goal literally wins the game. And then don't forget, it was 20-10 San Francisco, fourth quarter against the Chiefs in the Super Bowl. He did the same thing. He didn't run the ball. It's the exact same thing. He threw the ball.
But he just had comebacks to beat Green Bay and comebacks to beat Detroit, so that has helped him.
I get it, but there's also this. In those two defeats, Shanahan's team, 0 points, 39% completion percentage, 0 for 6 on third down in the fourth quarter of those two games.
Yeah.
So that's something that he's got to at least be mindful of. Breakfast with Baselli's next. Let's talk about the Super Bowl matchup.
Right.
This is the drill. It's the Monday Morning Quarterback, divorcemenonly.com.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here. Wherever you go, we go.
Those are the rules. I didn't make them up.
Download the 1010XL and XL 92.5 FM apps for free on Apple and Android devices to listen anywhere in the world.
It may be the key to the whole plan. You get it? Got it. Good.
Hi, everybody. Mike Dempsey here for Awaken 180 Weight Loss. This Sunday's the big game. Look, don't blame me. This would be much easier if I could say this has finally come. Parties, football, libations, food, all the festivities we welcome every February. The question is, what if you're trying to lose weight but still enjoy watching the with friends? The answer? Nothing. As I've told you before, Awaken 180 is built for real-life scenarios. The reason Awaken 180 is now in their 9th year and growing nationally, the program works. Eat wings and meatballs while watching the Super Bowl. Have a beverage while betting on the Super Bowl. Live your life while enjoying the Super Bowl. I think you get the point. Whether you're in the weight loss phase or in free lifelong maintenance. Awaken 180 won't get in the way of enjoying the big game. Reserve your consultation today at awaken180weightloss.com or call 844-346-1800. That's 844-346-1800 for Awaken 180 Weight Loss.
Hey, sports fans, this is Hayes Carlyon from MyBookie. The Chiefs and 49ers are gearing up for an epic showdown in Las Vegas, and you've got a front row seat with MyBookie. Whether you're aiming to cash in on the big game or just looking to have a good time with friends, MyBookie brings a true Vegas experience straight to you. With a huge selection of pregame bets, you can wager on everything from the opening coin toss to the color of Taylor Swift's sweater. MyBookie is a platform that offers something for everyone. You don't need to be a pro to turn sports and pop culture knowledge into real cash in your wallet. Sign up, make your first deposit today using promo code 1010XL, and choose from a variety of welcome offers to find one that suits your play style. You've got options. If you're itching for a sportsbook and casino that amplifies the thrill and maximizes your winnings, MyBookie is your MVP. Bet anything, anytime, anywhere from MyBookie. Don't forget that promo code 1010XL.
Is your roof showing signs of wear and tear? Well, don't wait for problems to escalate. Call Universal Roofing Contracting today to schedule your complimentary roof inspection. Right now, get 15% off roof replacement or repairs, plus flexible financing. This offer expires February 29th and restrictions apply. Universal Roofing Contracting, proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars. License number CCC 057165, CBC 1258484.
UniversalRoof.com. The flagship station of the Jacksonville Jaguars. WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
Denny Thompson here. Tackle burglars and protect your turf. Give yourself peace of mind catching everything around your home with Tyson Sound & Security's cutting-edge surveillance cameras. For safety and convenience, Tyson has you covered for all home cameras and security systems. I'm talking HD recording, night vision, and remote alerts all from your phone or computer. Call Tyson Sound & Security right now at 904-762-1000. Tyson Sound & Security. Security and automation experts.
Hicken here. When it comes to your eye health, you want to make the winning move. That's where Bow 9 Associates comes in. February, it's the month of love. And what better way to show some love by than taking care of your family's vision? Bow 9 isn't just about seeing clearly. They're about making sure your eye game is in its prime. And folks, they got not one, not two, but 3 convenient locations across town. I call that home court advantage. So call Bow 9 Associates and schedule your winning eye exam. Bow 9 Associates, keeping the First Coast focused.
Wow, John, my Clearwater sprinkler system looks great.
All right, Frank, let's go ahead and program your Rainbird timer. How many minutes do you want the zones to run?
John, I think we run from the front 20, the sides 15, the back 10, the garden 5. Clearwater scores!
Well, that's a first, Frank, but you're the boss.
Clearwater Irrigation. We can't sing a lick, but we sure are good at sprinklers.
And drainage too.
ClearwaterJacks.com.
Hey, Matt Hayes here. You can't control the weather, but at Fenwick Home Services, we make sure your home is comfortable all season long. Whether it's time for a tune-up, a repair, or a system upgrade, our expert technicians will guide you to a custom comfort solution that gives you peace of mind. We are always available with same-day, 24/7 service. And to get you through the rest of the season, we are offering $50 off any repair. Plus, get comfort on your terms with flexible finance options. Your comfort is our priority. Schedule your visit online at FenwickHomeServices.com/radio.
Here's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update, sponsored by First Coast Honda Dealers. And the hits just keep on coming for the Noles this recruiting season as blue chip defensive lineman Amari Williams out of the Benjamin School in North Palm Beach, Florida, committed to FSU. He's considered the best athlete and the number 29 overall player in the nation by 24/7 Sports Composite. In area collegiate sports over the weekend, JU men's basketball fell to the Lipcomb Bison in what was a close game. UNF Osprey men's basketball team took the L from Austin P after 2 overtimes. Over the weekend, the Jacksonville Icemen beat the first-place Greenville Swamp Rabbits. Icemen continued their hot streak, rallying from an early deficit in Saturday night's East Coast Hockey League matchup. Up next, the Icemen return home to face the Orlando Solar Bears at 7 p.m. Wednesday at VyStar Veterans Memorial Arena. That's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update. I'm Sam Nelson.
At 808, it's 50 degrees your time and your temp is brought to you by Bueller Air Conditioning. Stay cooler with Bueller.
1010XL is presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
Now breakfast with Boselli.
On 1010XL.
Brought to you by
Epstein & Robbins DUI defense firm and Mr. Reuter Plumbing of Jacksonville.
Yeah.
All right, let's bring in the one and only, the Hall of Famer, Tony Boselli, pride of the Jaguars. Talk a little bit about this year's Super Bowl, which is set up really two of the better teams in the NFL the last 4 or 5 years are matched up for the second time in their Super Bowl history against each other. Tony, what just initial thoughts on this game? Are you like us? It feels like Kansas City just found their stride at the right time. They just played possum a little bit and got as right as they could, and you know, San Francisco somehow is kind of searching for a reset, even being at the Super Bowl. Their defense hasn't been playing great of late.
Yeah, good morning. How's everyone doing today?
Good, doing great.
Good weekend? Good weekend?
Awesome weekend. We're going to play the stadium course here in about 2 hours, so life is good.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. How about
You're
you?
not really
You sound
working.
like you went hard this weekend.
It was a long night last night. Adam Boselli got married yesterday.
Oh, I didn't know that. Congrats.
Yeah.
Congratulations. Well, good for you. Where's the honeymoon?
They're going
Parts
to
unknown.
They're going to the Caribbean somewhere.
Yeah,
today.
of course they are. Yeah. Well, congratulations. Awesome.
Yeah.
Add
it
to
was
the
a late
family.
night. Late night.
I bet.
last night.
I
Yeah.
bet.
Was it in where are you? Are you in Jacksonville or was it
Yeah,
a
it
destination?
was down at
wedding?
it was at the Epping Forest Yacht Club.
Okay.
Wonderful.
Fantastic. Those are fun.
Yeah,
those
it was
are,
good.
Yeah, those are fun times.
It was good. He was so it was good. But yeah, good weekend. Did you guys watch the Pro Bowl?
I watched a little bit of it. I mean, it might sound blasphemic or whatnot. I'd rather watch that than what the game itself had become, and neither is especially compelling to me.
Yeah, I didn't watch. Yeah, I was wondering if anyone watched it. It's
I don't. I mean,
the numbers will be good.
Yeah.
You know, it's I had it on at work because I was working yesterday. I just it doesn't do much for me, but it is what it is. I mean, 55,000 people went to it, Tony. It's
which is just remarkable to me.
Remarkable.
I mean, now I get. The one thing I do get is if you were, a kid.
Yeah.
You're a dad with young kids.
Yeah.
That would be fun.
Sure.
I mean, my kids would have loved that. Get autographs, see the guys up close.
Correct.
So I get that. I just don't understand how I didn't even think about turning it on.
It's all fun until someone rips an ACL trying to make a cut on a skinny post playing flag football. Then we'll reassess again, I think. But look, here's one thing about flag football too. It's a lot more mainstream. Look, when we were kids, there wasn't much flag football, but now our kids played flag football. I think there's like more people around the country can turn on a flag football game and see what they're doing and understand it, right? I mean, not that it was rocket science.
Wouldn't be fun for you as a player, Tony. The center would just snap it and sit there.
Like,
Tony
what
would
did
demand quarterback snaps.
what did the offensive linemen do?
That was it.
They
didn't play.
Yeah, they get to do like tug of war and like pull like wheelbarrows and stuff during the intermissions. That's what they got to do.
Sounds
Show
terrible.
monkeys.
Yeah, terrible. But they had to do something because the game was unwatchable. What it had become.
It became disgusting.
Now, Tone, do you go to Vegas? Are you going to the Super Bowl or no?
I'll be there. Got a couple events I got to do. I'm not staying for the actual game. I'm going to fly back Saturday.
Okay.
That's pretty common. A lot of people even celebrities that will go there for the week will fly back. Only so many seats in the stadium. Is we wondered this earlier, Tony, and we haven't. It hadn't been. I think we haven't had any off-field distractions at the Super Bowl in a while. I mean, it seems like it's been a while until we've had a legitimate. If there is a place that can offer a distraction or a storyline that could steal the headlines for 24 hours this week, it seems like Vegas would be kind of dicey.
Yeah, I don't think it'll be any guys in the game.
Okay.
I can see like some other shenanigans happening though.
Yeah. Yeah, like
That
players.
would-
Yeah.
That wouldn't surprise me.
Well, we've had some posses. We've had some entourages get into some brawls out there through the years. Pat
Yeah.
Grant's crew ran through there amok. What's the guy? The Chandler Jones. He he
Chandler
bobbed
Jones,
and weaved his way through some scenarios. So yeah, to your point.
Yeah. I can see shenanigans happening, but I don't like the players. It's such a big game.
Yeah. Tell that to Eugene Robinson and Stanley Wilson and center
my
for
point
the Raiders who went.
Okay, it's like 3 or 4 guys in 75 years,
and that's a long time. But all those are long. Those are all 20 years ago too. I just of late.
Yeah, I just
temptation is knocking right across the street, Tone.
I wonder where they put them. My guess is
not on the strip.
Yeah, my guess is they're almost out of Vegas. I bet.
Yes.
During the week.
The Chiefs practice at the Raiders facility. That I know.
So that's like in Henderson or somewhere.
Yes, that's right. That's correct. So.
All right, the Chiefs are staying at the Westin Lake Las Vegas Resort and Spa. Mm-hmm. The 49ers are staying in the Hilton Lake Las Vegas Resort and Spa. I don't know where those are.
I don't know where those are.
Close to the Strip or not, but that's where they're staying. Golf resorts, basically. Makes sense.
But here's the thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, Vegas, there's a lot to do.
Mm-hmm.
But name every Super Bowl city they go to. You're there for a week.
That's
there's
fair.
things.
LA,
Miami.
I feel like
Miami's nothing going on.
No. I feel like Vegas. You know what I said though, Tony? I feel like Vegas has something from every one of those cities, and it's all right there, depending on which direction you want to go. But anyway, to your point, you also have 2 experienced teams here. Veteran teams.
I don't think they'll be. I'd be shocked.
Yeah.
I'd be shocked if there was something. I mean, and I think if you look at the history of the league, there's very few times as a guy who's actually playing in the game get caught. We're doing something stupid.
Let me ask you this: Is I was going to say, unless Mr. Mahomes is heading to Vegas, is there any? Is that is that a distraction, like for Patrick? I mean, clearly we should appreciate Patrick Mahomes a lot, even more than we do, because he's got kind of a crazy family over there, man. For goodness sake.
Well, he's got a brother that's I don't want to say a problem. It's his brother, but has made the news for being arrested.
Yes.
His dad, what I read, and I don't want to get this wrong, but I think just got busted for his 3rd DUI.
Yeah, the second he went to jail. So, and clearly, and by the way, every time I've said this for a long time, I mean, the guy's got a drinking problem because every time I've seen him get interviewed, he's hammered. Yeah. So I would suggest to him that
Dan, way to go out on a limb after the 3rd DUI. You might have a drinking problem. Should I call you Dr. Hicken?
Well, you can if you'd like.
Yeah.
Counselor.
That would
Counselor
be.
Hicken.
I'll say this: is it a distraction? It has to be, doesn't it? I mean, that's your dad.
Yeah.
I don't. But at the same time, I don't know his relationship with his dad.
Well, he's at every game.
I bet you it's not a distraction. I mean, when
you
it
don't
matters, think? I don't think so. I mean, I don't know. By the way, none of us can answer this without knowing what kind of day-to-day relationship he has with his dad.
Is it a fair question, Tony, to ask him about it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Super Bowl. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a distraction. I mean, think about this. I mean,
your dad seems to be a bit of a drunk. Your thoughts?
No, but like your dad. I mean, forget about the questions. The questions are easy to handle because someone on Patrick's team has told him it's coming. That's how you answer it.
Right.
I mean, like you're getting ready. You got a wife. You got your mom. I mean, it's already a little bit of distraction. Get everyone who's getting what tickets, where everyone's staying. Blah 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 blah.
Right.
Well, then all of a sudden you get a call in the middle of the night. Hey, can you come bail old dad out of jail?
Right. Dad was in Tyler, Texas, I believe.
I think.
Yeah, but I mean,
I think Mama had to take care of that one.
But it has to be a distraction.
Yeah.
I mean, the fact that you're thinking about it.
Right. I just thought of, again, not exactly what you want to have happen, right?
No, I mean, obviously, I mean, it's not a. I mean, we joke about it. We made quips. It's not. I mean, but it's a tough deal.
It's disgraceful for the father. I mean, my God, dude,
it's terrible.
Get a driver, you dumbass. I mean,
there's
again,
Ubers.
Yeah,
Uber.
It's in this day and age. If you've gotten 2, and now you're going to get your 3rd, and your 2nd one, you went to jail for 40 days. Good luck.
They're saying like 2 to 10 years this time.
Yeah,
like
unavoidable. You're going to jail.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Golly, man, that's
dumb.
It's dumb. It sucks.
It's
who do you think is going to win the game, Tony?
Who do I think is going to win the game? I just got a feeling it's Chiefs with Mahomes.
Me too. Yeah. I don't trust the Niners. I don't trust Shanahan. He's really folded.
Oh, I think Shanahan's a great coach.
I do too, but I've watched him blow games, the most important ones, and so it bothers me. It sticks with me.
Falcon thing.
No, it's not just the Falcon. That 49er team, we're up 20-10 in the fourth. There's 7 minutes to go, and this dude's throwing the football. Yeah. You got to run clock. It's not that hard.
Yeah.
So I don't trust that. His fourth quarter collapse in those 2 Super Bowls is remarkable. I think Kansas City. Purdy's great. I don't know if he's ready for this yet. We'll see.
Well, I'll say
defense
this.
is terrific, so it'll be a great.
Well,
challenge.
this is how I look at it. Mm-hmm. Kansas City's better at the quarterback position.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Their interior offensive line is better than the Niners. Niners are probably better at tackle. Tight end, slight edge to the 49ers. Kittle, just because he's younger, better blocker, but both great receivers.
Wow.
Kittle's the best all-around tight end in the NFL.
Well,
there's no doubt about it. I'm just telling you. No.
I believe you. You know better than me, but I would rather have Kelsey.
No, I'll take Kittle all day.
Okay.
The 49ers are better at wide receiver.
Mm-hmm.
But if you look at defense, Chiefs are better in the secondary. The 49ers are better barely at linebacker because those 2 linebackers for Kansas City are studs.
Yep.
And the D-line, I think it's a wash. And I actually think Kansas City might be better because they're better against the run.
Mm.
So my point is,
better at the important spots.
Yeah, I actually think the Chiefs might just be the better team.
Sal Powell said something, Tony, that I
Sal
saw.
Powell.
He said something that I really.
He's got white teeth.
He does. It's good for him. He said something that really I was like, wow. He said, I've been 32 Super Bowls. I never have I been to a Super Bowl where the narrative for one team is we need a reset, right? Like the 49ers need a reset. Their defense has disappeared, Tone. They're just getting lit up. I mean, they've won the 2 games.
Yeah.
But that defense down the stretch and in the postseason is just not played like a team that can win the Super Bowl. So it's credit to them that they're here, right, that they're in the game. But I just don't – I feel like they're not playing enough defense to beat the Chiefs and how good they are, on both sides of the ball. But
it is remarkable. You're a Super Bowl team. We need a reset. Well,
right.
Dang.
Well, and the way he said it, I was like, yeah.
I'll take a reset if we're getting the Super Bowl.
Yeah, and that's by the way, and that's the Niners, verbiage. That's not the media putting it on them.
No, I get that. But I guess, and I hear you about the Niners defense, not playing great. But here's the thing: the Chiefs can't score points.
They haven't been.
I don't think they're going to score points.
I think Rashee Rice is the real wild card.
I'm just telling you.
Not good enough.
No, I think he's a good player. I think the only way they really going to score points is to get Pacheco going because the Niners are not a great run defense.
Is that right? Okay.
Yeah. If the Niners get a lead and can unleash and start rushing the passer and be more kind of play their more aggressive style defense, it'll be interesting. But I think it's a real close game. I really do.
Good.
Because Mahomes is so good. I think as far as the way they play offense, the Niners, what Shanahan does with McCaffrey, he's going to be a problem. So I do think it's going to be a really good game. I think it's going to be a good game.
Hey, we've had good Super Bowls lately. Except for the Tampa, Kansas City, the last 4 or 5 have all been good, close games.
Hey, Tone, I got a philosophical question because you said something that stuck with me. You said, I think Kyle Shanahan is a really good coach, and I would probably agree with that. Of course he is. Look at his pedigree. But I'm watching all these coordinators just kind of get recycled, And I'm wondering, like, oh man, I don't feel like why on earth would the Raiders hire this Getsy guy? And it makes me wonder if they're going to go after Justin Fields, by the way. But I don't get the whole recycling. Why don't you go try somebody new, somebody different? And in the end, is it everybody know everything as far as the coaching, and it just comes down to that player? Like, how does a coach make a difference, a coordinator, Tone?
Oh, I think a lot. I think.
Tell me how.
Well, one, I think anyone can draw plays up. Like, okay, great. But I mean, tying together your pass game to your run game, where they're coordinated and they make sense, and so you build off another. So because you can disguise play action pass, you can do a lot of interesting things. And so I think that takes skill. I think being able to thinking about an offense with multiple formations, but really, running the same plays out of different looks to keep, give you an advantage. And then I think how you teach it and the ability to communicate it is important. I think then how seeing the game, being able to call it in rhythm, I think that takes a skill set. But I think the biggest thing to me, like Kyle Shanahan, I think is one of the best offense coordinators, is because his offense is everything's tied together.
Right.
His run game and what they're doing inside, outside zones, multiple formations. He has probably like 4 or 5 run plays, but like 10 out of 10 to 12 different formations.
Right.
And then he'll build the pass game and the play action pass off of that, where he'll move the pocket, take pressure off the quarterback as far as having a single launch point, so you're moving off the run game. Uses guys, it's creative how he uses guys like a McCaffrey and a Deebo Samuel. So I just think you look at that offense and how it's designed and how it's put together. It makes sense. It's not just a bunch of plays thrown together.
Yeah, but we watch like that's where I kind of go to the head coach though, because I look at Kansas City and Andy Reid and all the success he's had, and he's had different, he had that Nagy guy who everybody hated in Chicago, but yet all of a sudden they're, or Saban in college, where these guys go back through the car wash and resurrect their careers but I think it's more because of the head coach than the coordinator. So I think it's interesting.
Well, it depends.
Outside, now you live inside that, and so you know better than I. So if you get
Dan, it can be both. It can be both. I'll give you 2 examples. Andy Reid is a brilliant offensive mind.
Right.
So if you're the coordinator going to Kansas City, Andy Reid is part of that coordination of your offense. I mean, he's involved. It's like Doug Peterson. Everyone wants to kill press. Doug Peterson's calling that as much as press. They're doing it together.
Right.
Doug Peterson's an offensive mind. Okay, that's one way to think about it. Then if you look at a place like Detroit and Dan Campbell. Well, Dan Campbell's not calling the offense.
Right.
I mean, that's Ben Johnson. He's the coordinator. And so you look at a guy like Dan Campbell, he is more like CEO type over the entire organization, team.
Right.
Here's our philosophy. Now, he is telling the offense and defensive coordinators of how he wants to play.
Sure.
And this is the style, and this is what I want. And he's probably more on the offensive side because he's an offensive coach. But Ben Johnson is responsible for designing, putting together, and knowing firsthand. I mean, he is a very good coordinator because everything is the run game's tied to the pass game, vice versa. How they design it, how they teach it. Great coordinators are able to utilize the talent that they have. Let's not ask guys to do things they can't.
Right.
And so, but that's more of Ben Johnson's offense with Dan Campbell's influence of how they want to play compared to an Andy Reid. Like, you go to Kansas City, you're running Andy Reid stuff.
Why
the coordinator, you put them together, but that's Andy Reid.
Why didn't Belichick, Vrabel, Ben Johnson, it seems like the better coaches didn't get jobs this cycle?
The Ben Johnson was interesting because the reports he had the job, and then there was some falling out around money or something.
Maybe he looked at the roster real quick.
No, that's great. You're in a great spot. You're going to get a quarterback. Yeah, I mean,
he's second
exactly
pick. He's a second overall pick. Yeah, I don't understand what happened there. He's going to get 5 or 6 years.
Well, you remember way back when they were saying he wanted $15 million. Maybe that was true, and maybe they're like, "I'm not giving you $15 million."
Yeah, I don't know. So that was a weird one. That's shocking. I think the Belichick. I think people took a step back. If you look at Belichick, he's great, Hall of Famer, one of the greatest ever.
Yeah.
But you go look at his record without Brady. It's not all that good.
Yeah.
And maybe he wanted too much control. I would if you look at also Bill,
Well,
I'll hire you as the coach. I'll hire you as the coach.
Yeah.
But I don't want you making the personnel decisions, baby. I don't know.
I get that, but I mean, gee whiz.
I get it for a good established
Raheem
team.
Morris over Bill Belichick, Callahan over Bill Belichick, Mike McDonald or the Doobie Brother over Bill Belichick. I mean, or Mike Vrabel. I mean, what? I don't know.
Yeah,
it's just weird.
I think. Yeah, and then Vrabel, I was surprised at too. I thought he'd for sure get a job.
Might not be the best interviews. I mean,
do you know him at all, Tony? Is he a prickly guy? He looks like he's a prickly guy.
Yeah, he's a little bit like in a good way, in my opinion, though.
Okay.
I like it.
Yeah. Of course you do. You're one of them.
Yeah, it's true.
But you're also prickly, so there's a lot more in common than you know. Yeah.
And I think also Bill probably said like he would. I think he's probably more selective and like saying, "I'll come, but this is what I want. This is how it's going to work," and blah blah blah. Because I think him taking a year off doing TV is probably not. He probably said, "Let me catch
He
my
might want to
breath."
take a look at that birth certificate, Tony, if he's going to chase down a record.
Yeah, he might kiss that record goodbye, bro.
Yeah, I don't know if he might not get back in. Which
he
would
might
be shocking
not.
to
You
me.
wonder. He might not. Do you think he thought he would get right back in, or do you think he like?
I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't
it's
know.
a great. This, to me, is the interesting part with him.
I was a little bit shocked he didn't have a job.
Yeah, I just thought.
I thought the foul. I mean, whatever.
Yeah.
So Atlanta.
Now there is some rumor that he was not overly excited about this, and he is waiting for the Giants or the Cowboys next year.
Yeah.
Well. Yeah.
Or the Eagles. I heard the Eagles.
Or the Eagles, yeah. So he might be like, like he might have said, I don't want to go to Atlanta. I want to.
That
I mean,
could
who
be.
knows?
Yeah.
I have no idea.
It's interesting, though. It's interesting.
It is.
All right, my man. Well, good stuff as always. Next week we'll review the game itself and see what.
Yeah, game. We'll break down the game.
All right, my brother. Well, congrats on the wedding again.
What a perfect day to have the wedding on Reality Sunday, where there was no sports.
That's true.
It was
Well,
great.
the weather was kind of dicey at times yesterday, though. But I
It
guess
got
not
nice.
south. It was more north. Yeah.
Tomorrow night it was nice. I mean, excuse me. Last night was nice, though.
Yeah,
Good.
perfect.
Beautiful.
Oh yeah. All right, my man.
Cool.
All right.
See you, Tone.
See ya.
Thanks, Tone.
Bye.
All right, that's Breakfast with Baselli. We'll be back with more on the other side. ET, when we come back, there's something new about this year's Super Bowl. When I saw it, I thought of you, so I'm going to have a question for you. You're going to see if you can identify a person that I'm about to share with you.
I like that.
Deal? Okay, we'll do that when we return and more. It's the Monday Morning Quarterback, divorcemenonly.com.
The Drill from the studios at Republic Services. We'll handle it from here.
Sometimes you make bad decisions.
Thompson, what's the charge? Disturbing the peace.
And sometimes you make good
It
decisions.
says here we should work in teams. Who wants to be my spotter?
1010XL. When you want to make a good decision.
At Hodges Mazda, we are proud of our solid reputation in the Jacksonville community. Lauren Brooks here. As your hometown Mazda dealer, our high customer service standards and our huge inventory of new and used cars provide our customers a consistently first-rate car buying experience. Our professional non-commissioned sales team puts your best interest first without exception. And every vehicle purchased from Hodges Mazda comes with 2 years free maintenance. Visit Hodges Mazda today or shop online at HodgesMazda.com and discover the Hodges Mazda difference.
Hi, everybody. Mike Dempsey here for Awaken 180 Weight Loss. This Sunday's the big game. Look, don't blame me. This would be much easier if I could say this has finally come. Parties, football, libations, food, all the festivities we welcome every February. The question is, what if you're trying to lose weight but still enjoy watching the with friends? The answer? Nothing. As I've told you before, Awaken 180 is built for real-life scenarios. The reason Awaken 180 is now in their 9th year and growing nationally, the program works. Eat wings and meatballs while watching the Super Bowl. Have a beverage while betting on the Super Bowl. Live your life while enjoying the Super Bowl. I think you get the point. Whether you're in the weight loss phase or in free lifelong maintenance, Awaken 180 won't get in the way of enjoying the big game. Reserve your consultation today at awaken180weightloss.com or call 844-346-1800. That's 844-346-1800 for Awaken 180 Weight Loss.
Hey, sports fans, this is Hayes Carlyon from MyBookie. The Chiefs and 49ers are gearing up for an epic showdown in Las Vegas, and you've got a front row seat with MyBookie. Whether you're aiming to cash in on the big game or just looking to have a good time with friends, MyBookie brings a true Vegas experience straight to you. With a huge selection of pregame bets, you can wager on everything from the opening coin toss to the color of Taylor Swift's sweater. MyBookie is a platform that offers something for everyone. You don't need to be a pro to turn sports and pop culture knowledge into real cash in your wallet. Sign up, make your first deposit today using promo code 1010XL, and choose from a variety of welcome offers to find one that suits your play style. You've got options. If you're itching for a sportsbook and casino that amplifies the thrill and maximizes your winnings, MyBookie is your MVP. Bet anything, anytime, anywhere from MyBookie. Don't forget that promo code 1010XL. Hey, Scarline here. Tired of missing out on the conversation due to hearing loss? At Jacksonville Hearing and Balance, their team of audiologists led by Dr. Douglas Green can help you rediscover the joy of connection. Visit jhbi.org today.
Toilet or shower not draining? Water bill high? So many issues you want to cry? Call Mr. Rooter of Jacksonville. Have your number 2 business serviced by your number 1 plumber. Let us do your dirty work. Call us today.
Mr. Rooter, Mr. Rooter. Hey, stop paying for exterior paint that doesn't protect your home or your business. Get your free estimate today at rhinoshieldjacks.com. Why? Because Rhino Shield's beautiful, durable coatings never chip, crack, or peel. They back that up with a 25-year warranty. No mold, no mildew, no algae. And most importantly, prevents water intrusion from all these crazy weather that we get, like this week, right? Listen, the bottom line is this. It saves you thousands compared to the cost of repainting. With low 0% financing and low pricing, it's never been easier to paint your home with Rhino Shield. Hicken here from my friends at Rhino Shield. Book that free estimate today. rhinoshieldjax.com. That's rhinoshieldjax.com.
He'll satisfy your hunger for a good football story.
I'm former Pro Bowl offensive lineman Leon Searcy. Listen for my stories doing Lunch with Leon.
Brought to you by the Sausage Dudes. Sausage with a purpose. Lunch with Leon. Weekdays on 1010XL.
When you step into a courtroom, you're stepping into a fight. Someone wins, someone loses. I'm attorney Brett Hastings, and at Hastings Injury Law, we've got the experience you want in your corner if you or a loved one suffer a personal injury or a wrongful death. We're here to fight for you. So if you get hit, hit back with Hastings Injury Law, offices Jacksonville. Find us on the web at 904hitback.com or call our 24-hour helpline, 904-HITBACK.
You don't have to be a football star to get a signing bonus. The team at Republic Services needs your skills, and they're paying up to $5,000 for you to join the roster. You'll be joining a winner. As an essential business, the Republic Services trucks have not stopped rolling with hourly and weekly pay and better benefits and vacation packages than the rest of the league. Driver trainees, $1,000 sign-on bonus. CDL drivers, $3,000. Diesel mechanics, $5,000 bonus. Join the winning team at Republic Services today. Visit republicservices.com.
Equal opportunity employer.
An ACL tear can be a devastating injury with prolonged pain and rehabilitation. Hi, I'm Dr. George Bari. I'm a sports medicine orthopedic surgeon who grew up right here in Jacksonville and then went on to train with the world-renowned Dr. James Andrews. At Bari Orthopedics, we use the most current techniques to get you back in the field with less pain and quicker rehabilitation. We treat all types of sports injuries with the newest techniques available. Please call us for consultation or visit BariOrthopedics.com.
Find out more at BariOrthopedics.com. That's BAHRI Orthopedics.com.
A lot of companies will tell you they're the best. At Custom Tree Surgeons, they show you every time. Custom Tree Surgeons has built an all-pro team. Every tree service professional has years of experience, continually trained and certified. They know what, when, and how to handle any job. It gets done efficiently and quickly by a team of experts. So for tree trimming, removal, stump grinding, and emergency services, forget any name other than Custom Tree Surgeons. There is no job they can't do better. Go to website customtreesurgeons.com. That's customtreesurgeons.com, and let them show you how the job is supposed to get done.
1010XL is presented by Farrah & Farrah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
We're back. As usual, we happily take a little bit of a lump. Baselli puts us off the broadcast clock a little bit, but
well, we enjoyed.
Good to pick his brain for sure. I think that E.T. will know who this person is. I know you don't, so I'll ask you first. Dan, could you tell me either what sport or what area of influence is Tiesto? You know who Tiesto is?
Ah, Tiesto.
Tiesto
is
Tiesto
is one of
World
the great,
Cup's in the news a little bit.
Yeah,
Tiesto.
He's a Brazilian left winger for.
That's a good guess.
For
because they're always one name.
Yeah.
Tiesto, right?
I
think Tiesto actually is a is an up-and-comer for Uruguay. No, that's incorrect.
Oh.
Would you like another guess? Tiesto. Can you tell me who Tiesto is?
Tiesto is a singing sensation, a Latin singing sensation.
That's
Won
closer.
Best Grammy last night.
That's closer. That's closer. E.T., do you know who Tiesto is?
Yeah, Tiesto get down on them ones and twos on them turntables. DJ.
DJ. I almost called him DJ Tiesto. That would have been like Entourage. He's a DJ. His name isn't DJ Tiesto. Well, Tiesto and the NFL, as they continue to evolve, for the first time, you know what we're going to have at the Super Bowl this year?
Oh, boy. Tiesto.
In-game DJ.
That's
DJ.
That's going to be live.
See, I think you would like that. That's what I said. Tiesto will be at Allegiant Stadium in Vegas. He'll perform a set before
what did you say?
Allegiant?
Yeah.
You
said Allegiant.
I did? I meant to say Allegiant. Tiesto will – I didn't even notice.
No, I thought you did it on purpose.
Yeah. Tiesto will perform – I had Tiesto in his proper pronunciation. Tiesto will perform a set before the game as Kansas City and San Francisco warms up on the field, and then he's going to stick around and play during the breaks in the action, E.T.
Oh, I like that.
Tiesto, via NFL.com, says he's very excited to be a part of the Super Bowl. Incredible that it's his favorite place, Las Vegas.
How much is he making for this?
Okay.
I don't know the price.
Let's cut to the
I will say the director of event presentation for the NFL, Tim Tebito, I see what happened here. Tebito, Tiesto, there's something going on.
Allegiant.
Said the addition of an in-game DJ is a nod to the culture of the city as well as a way to continue to improve the experience for fans. Each year we look to elevate the in-stadium. I promise you this. As long as Tiesto doesn't blow it, E.T., this will be the new normal.
Absolutely.
Okay. You're going to set him up in the corner of the stadium. You're going to have all the going around him. You're going to take a shot of him on the big screen as we come into and out of timeouts. It's coming, Nick.
Yep.
I've got a bigger question for the culture.
I'll add me.
Yeah, we've got a situation last night that's going to need some explaining.
Okay, talk to me. I'm guessing it got to do with the Grammys.
Well, it had to do with the Grammys and our guy, Killer Mike.
Killer Mike.
What happened?
Killer Mike.
Killer Mike won 3 Grammys last night.
Who's Killer Mike?
Killer.
Rap star.
Oh, his name is Killer Mike?
Yeah. Is it not Killer Mike?
No, Killer with an A. Killer. K-I-L-A.
Oh, Killer Mike.
Yeah. Now, did Killer actually kill anyone or no?
Nah.
Probably not.
But Killer, he's kind of a fat guy, right?
Big bone.
Yeah. Killer won 3 Grammys,
Good for
Best
him.
Rap Album, Best Rap Song.
What was the song, E.T.?
And then he came off the
Fire up the song for me. Let me hear what it is.
Then he came off the stage and he was arrested.
He's no Tiesto. Well,
they cuffed him and dragged him away.
His name's Killer. I mean,
what happened to Killer Mike last night?
What about Killer Mike getting arrested, getting summoned right there on stage?
It wasn't no serve.
I'm still trying to figure out why he got arrested too.
You don't know?
I don't know.
Somebody said, and I don't know this to be true. Again, I am not a Grammy expert, but again, I was at work last night, so I had the Grammys on. And, boy, that is a strange
Grammys.
Those musicians are even worse than the entertainers. But anyway.
There's some strange birds.
Or than the artists or whatever, the movie people. But anyway.
Those actors, Dan. Actors.
That's what I was looking for. Anyway, somebody said Killa punched somebody in the crowd, and they had it on video, and so they called the cops. The cops came and arrested him. I don't know that to be the case. I need to know what happened with Killer Mike, though.
Yeah, can't do that, Killer Mike.
What happened at the Grammys last night? Killer Mike, it was the best of times. It was the worst of times.
I'd say you go straight from right from performing there on stage.
It wasn't performing. It was winning.
Oh, as a winner?
3 Grammys.
Suddenly you're in cuffs.
Now he's cuffed and dragged away.
He's Punch-A Mike. That's what he is.
Can you get me an answer before the show ends?
I'm gonna try to find out because I'm curious.
We're in his sources. I also need to know what the rap song of the year is.
It was. I want to say it was Scientists and Engineers. And honestly, I'm a fan of Killer Mike. He's a smart guy. He's very well spoken guy.
He's a smart guy.
Never heard of the song. Like I was surprised, especially whenever I saw who he was up against. I was surprised.
Huh?
And then I saw.
Payola.
What's Beyonce's husband's name?
Jay-Z.
Jay-Z.
Yeah, he had some controversial things he was saying up there on stage. And then I saw this one was sweet, but do you remember Joni Mitchell?
From like way back in the 60s?
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
God bless her. I mean,
she was a little teenage singer back in the day?
Well, she has some great songs.
Okay. I don't know them.
You would know the song.
We missed one question last week, and I needed you. It was Gypsies, Tramps, and Thieves.
Yeah.
Who doesn't know that?
Share.
Yeah. Carly Simon I went with.
Gypsies, tramps,
That's
and
the one. I
thieves.
shouldn't
People in the town they call
I
us.
shouldn't have mentioned
Anyway,
it.
Joni Mitchell last night, sitting down, sang her hit song, got through it, but I guess she's like
she's
90.
Yeah.
And has had some health issues, and it was sweet.
Well, good.
And I was like, because I looked up, I'm like, who is that? And then I heard the song, I go, that might be Joni Mitchell.
Can I offer up a?
Anyway, that's enough of
Grammy
talk.
Can I?
Grammys.
Can I offer up a pest of the day before we go to break?
Please.
My pest of the day is defense in the NBA.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, look, I know we ride. By the way, pest of the day is brought to you by Mission Pest Solutions. I had them out to the house last week. What awesome, customer service, and so much of what you do these days when you have a relationship with one of the companies that you're going to use over and over, you got to get that best customer service. I get it with Mission Pest Solutions. Not to mention, not going to see a single pest within sight. That's for sure. Call 944-PEST today. Mention you heard it on 1010XL, and you will get 25% off your initial treatment. It's defense in the NBA, Dan. I mean, is there no pride with NBA players anymore? Are they just it's all about how many can I score and nothing else matters? Because people ought to be embarrassed. Dudes are going for 60 once a week now.
Yeah.
Steph Curry went for, by the way, consider this. The Atlanta Hawks gave up what to Luka? 73, was it?
Yeah.
Okay, not a week and a half later, they're giving up 60 to Steph Curry.
They're just not trying.
We had Embiid went in the 60s earlier. We've had 4 guys go 60, 70 plus already.
Yeah.
I mean, listen, I know that the chicks dig the stat line and the scoring and all of the high-flying antics. Does anybody care about playing defense anymore?
Nobody.
Are you not embarrassed when you go home and the dude that you're covering hit you for 60? Huh?
Nobody.
Should it not be at some point some sort of priority to let him not get 73 one day?
OG Anunoby.
Pest of the day. I mean, by the way, my Hawks are red hot. Look out, Clippers tonight.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean, we beat those Lakers. I'll let ET know about that. Don't you give yourself. We beat the Warriors. We beat the Suns. I don't know what the heck's going on. We're terrible.
Mm-hmm.
But, yeah, defense in the NBA, as the Hawks they've given up a 60 and a 73 in their last 5 games. What are we doing?
It's a lot of points.
That's today's Pest of the Day, brought to you by Mission Pest Solutions. We continue with the drill next on Monday Morning Quarterback, DivorceMenOnly.com.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here.
Hello, you're on the air.
There's more to 1010XL than radio.
1010XL is multimedia. All communication lines are clear.
Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. Find 1010XL on your social channels.
Hi, this is Dale Murray from South Georgia to Central Florida and coast to coast. The Murray Ford Superstores are still putting the customers first and cranking out the deals those big city dealers can't touch. It's no wonder everybody's driving to Murray Ford Superstore to purchase their new vehicle. It's simple. If Murray Ford Superstores doesn't have it, the manufacturer doesn't build it. Plus, you get a 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty included on every qualified new and pre-owned vehicle. Shazam! Holy Jesus Aruba Batman, how do we do it? There's no reason for your purchase to take all day, running around with those big city dealers and being flim-flammed with those big city prices. Nobody beats our prices, and I mean nobody. And we'll trade anything from aluminum cans to minivans. Be American, buy Murray Ford Superstore. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com. Then come see me, Dale Murray, in Stark or Kingsland. I'll be waiting for you. And remember, at any Murray Superstore, it's all about you. Shazam!
Get ready for an extraordinary weekend at 1-to-1 Financial Ballpark. It's the inaugural Jacksonville College Baseball Classic, February 23rd to the 25th. It's Division I baseball at its best. Witness intense competition as Auburn, University of Iowa, University of Virginia, and Wichita State battle it out in a round-robin tournament format. It's a weekend of baseball you won't want to miss. To get your tickets and more information, visit jaxcbc.com.
Dave Benyon with Zero Res. As the temps outside are warming up, so is Zero Res. Right now, it's the hottest price of the year. 3 rooms of carpet cleaned for only $147, and the 4th room is free. That's right, the 4th room is on me. Google Zero Res and see what people are saying. Zero Res has over 6,000 5-star reviews. Remember, February is the hottest price of the year for Zero Res. 3 rooms of carpet cleaned for $147, and the 4th room is free. Zero Res, spelled forward or backwards, it's the right way to clean.
Zero Res. Local 234 Plumbers, Pipe Fitters, and HVAC Technicians is now taking applications for their state-certified apprenticeship program. As an apprentice, you'll receive excellent benefits, higher pay, job placement, and even earn college credit. The 5-year programs include plumbing, pipe fitting, welding, and HVAC. A career as a journeyman means stability and security. For more information, visit ua234.com/apprenticeship. Local 234. Make the right connection.
When it comes to commercial fence services, Superior Fence and Rail has you covered. If your business needs automatic gates or security fence and railings, trust Superior with your next commercial project. Superior's team delivers great communication, high-quality products, and exceptional customer service. Just read any of their 2,300-plus reviews.
When you're on the fence about a fence, SuperiorFenceandRail.com.
Hey, come to Bowden Eye Care for all your eye needs. Hicken here. Did you know that diabetes is a leading cause of blindness? Affects up to 34 million Americans. Please don't take diabetes lightly. If you have diabetes, see your favorite Bowden Eye doc and save your vision. Bowden Eye is dedicated to the protection and preservation of the treasured gift of sight. Bowden Eye and Associates. Visit today for your personal consultation. Bowden Eye. We keep the First Coast focused. New location now open off County Road 210 in St. Johns County.
2 hours spent on 2 things: your Jags and the rest of the NFL with Mike Dempsey and Fat Tony.
Jaguars Today from the Jacksonville Orthopedic Institute studios.
Every weekday from 10 to noon on 1010XL.
Hey Jacksonville, I'm sure by now you've seen our bright green GFL trucks and containers throughout the greater Jacksonville area. We are an industry leader in solid waste and would love the opportunity to earn your business. We are committed to customer service, reliability, and have unwavering focus on safety. Whether commercial or construction, let us haul your waste away. Call 904-760-5880 to get a quote today. GFL, green for life.
DivorceMenOnly.com. This is Kenny Lay of Kenny Lay & Associates. Our firm specializes in representing men in family law. That's all we do. That's our only focus. We can help with all of your family law needs, such as divorce, custody, alimony, and child support. For over a decade, we have helped thousands of men with these types of issues. We even have an appellate division ready to challenge a judge's ruling. If you need a family law attorney, go to DivorceMenOnly.com. DivorceMenOnly.com. Offices, Jacksonville.
Southeast Orthopedic Specialist is now offering ortho walk-in appointments. If you have an immediate need for orthopedic care, contact Southeast Orthopedic Specialist immediately. Avoid ERs and urgent care waiting rooms. For more information, go to se-ortho.com.
Relieve pain and get back to life. SOS. Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
Exciting news from All Pro Roofing. Effective right now. You can get an instant roof quote. Just click the Instant Roof Quote tab on their website. Whether you're in need of roofing, exterior siding, or windows, All Pro Roofing is your local partner for quality craftsmanship. Click the Instant Roof tab and voila! Get an instant quote. It's that simple. Click on the Instant Roof Quote tab today at allproroofingllc.com.
License number CCC 1327056.
CDC 060138.
Hey, this is Stevie Beechurst of Beechurst Plumbing. Growing up in Jacksonville, I was always proud when my dad would point at a building and say, I did the plumbing for that. That's the same kind of pride we instill in every plumber here at Beechurst Plumbing. And that's the kind of pride you can expect when you hire Beechurst Plumbing for your home or business. Right now, we're doing New Year's specials to get your project going. To find out how we can help you, visit BeechurstPlumbing.com. BETROS Plumbing.com. Beechurst Plumbing, here to help.
1010XL is presented by Farrah & Farrah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
right, welcome back to the program. Just because I'm in the mood right now, and because we're in this golf setting, this beautiful golf setting, and a gift from the heavens, this stadium course, we have 2 tickets to Wednesday's practice round.
Oh, nice.
To hand out right now, and E will take your call at 641-1010.
Going to also throw in a $25 Visa gift card. So, yeah.
Really?
Oh, we're just giving them away.
All right, so we'll do all that right now, 641-1010. You don't have to be caller number whatever. You just need to be kind and courteous and correct. And E will ask you a litany of questions, and if you pass the E test, then you'll win.
I will.
But it's up to him.
It
He
is
the judge, the jury, and the executioner.
Did you ever think of Ladd McConkey as an NFL-type receiver?
They rave about that dude, man.
They say he's like the best route runner at the thing. So I saw one of the dudes project he may enter as the bottom of his first round. I mean,
I
for
don't know
real?
about that, but, yeah.
If you're trying to find a later-round guy, I don't think that Ladd McConkey will go before round 3 or 4. His size is, I don't know. But, he and the Gator are both getting that kind of love coming out of there, and the Gator, of course, being Ricky Pearsall.
Yes.
Who is also just fantastic. But I saw, some comparisons to some late-round guys that have hit. Pearsall, they give his comp as Jacoby Myers. About Myers, they say he was an unheralded player with excellent route running and receiving skills. Pearsall played that role in 2024, being one of a handful of receivers who got open regularly. This is talking about at the Senior Bowl. Another receiver, Ladd McConkey from Georgia, was an even better route runner than Pearsall, but he doesn't have Jacoby Myers' size. Pearsall is much closer to Myers in that regard. Could be the better receiver in contested situations. So those 2 dudes opening some eyes at the Senior Bowl this week. There's some decent talent. Let's hope they find the right ones.
No, that's what it always comes back to, though.
Yeah.
And that's why I just get depressed. I sigh when I hear this.
We need some 2021 luck. We need that. Because you
Or
got to get lucky. When they're trying to determine, when they're deciding between 2 or 3, I promise you, if you go back at these disappointing draft picks, Dan, if you could be a fly on the wall and see the other names they were kicking around, I bet you we've got 4 or 5 really good players that we decided against.
Yeah.
And I don't, to your point, I'm not putting it on the, on the skill set of Trent Baalke in that front office to pick the right guy. So I'm hoping we just get lucky. And when they have those 3 guys they're considering, that this time they'll go with the one who actually, plays to that billing.
It's going to be an interesting offseason in terms of the NFL, and you look at some of these teams. Like the Raiders hired this Luke Getsy guy, and I wonder if that means that they're going to try to get Justin Fields. He was the Bears' offensive coordinator. Taylor Dahl absolutely can't stand him. So, and she watches every Chicago Bears football game, so I'll defer to her. But I scratched my head over that one. It looked like they had Kingsbury. Kingsbury ends up going to Washington. Excuse you all right? Well, we got a problem. We got an issue over here, ladies and gentlemen. I may have to Heimlich. Heimlich, do you need me? Do you need me to grab you? Are you sure? I'm getting up right now. Coffee. Killed my – there we go.
My coffee went down the wrong
Oh, yeah.
Well,
I just going to have to give him the Heimlich, Dan.
Yeah, I was ready. I was ready to jump up and grab him.
I put up the stop sign with a hand. You know that one? Arms straight out.
I'm good.
Yeah, no, I'm good. We don't need that. We're good.
It would have been on the stream, too.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, it's
yes,
true.
sir.
Would have been right there on the stream. I would have saved
Dan
it.
Hicken saves life.
I would have went viral. We should have faked it.
I'm not going to lie. This quote-unquote sandwich they brought us, that could have choked up a person, too.
Can you do me a favor, Pross? Let's
What's
do
that?
this. Let's get viral. Go ahead and roll a little piece of biscuit in your mouth there. Start choking.
Yeah.
I'll come there. We'll stage this thing. I'll pop it. You shoot it out towards the camera, right? You spit it out towards the camera. I'll be a hero, and we'll go viral.
It may bloop, land right on the lens.
We'll win awards. I'll be like, hero of the year and stuff. Me and you will go on the speaking circuit. It'll be fantastic.
It's the nemesis that never was right there.
There he is, the gutless.
Got his running shoes on.
Gutless Marcel Robinson is here, E.
He's gutless too now?
He is.
Oh.
He's gutless.
And Marcel's like, that ain't cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
Guys remember Le'Veon Bell?
Oh, yeah.
No. He's a fighter now.
Le'Veon Bell now says he's going to come back to the NFL this year. Hadn't played since 2021, but he's planning to train this spring to see if his body is ready for a return to the gridiron.
Probably out of money after his
Yeah.
stupid financial
Made
moves.
one of the all-time dumb plays, didn't he? Says he wants to play for the Steelers. Problem is they got 2 pretty good running backs, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
One of whom did something that Bell couldn't, and that's run, I believe, for 1,000 3 years in a row for Najee Harris. Now, That ain't what it used to be.
Le'Veon Bell is
How
so,
old is? I mean, does
so
Le'Veon?
done
Doesn't he have to be 35 years old though?
Yeah, he's done.
He was an All-Pro in 14 and 16. But
Yeah.
the problem is that's 10 years ago.
Yeah.
He is the owner of several Steelers franchise records. Most all-purpose yards in a year. He had 2,200 yards one year, all-purpose.
Yep.
Most
He
receptions
was great,
by running
dude.
back. Yeah, he was very
And then
good.
he decided to take a year
Yeah.
off
He
and
turns
not make
32
any money.
this month.
32.
32.
Not that old.
Yeah.
Golly. That's
Seems
still, I mean,
older,
if Dalvin
though.
Cooks has lost it, then how we expect Le'Veon Bell to?
Let's see. Who should I sign? Derrick Henry or Le'Veon Bell? Yeah, I think I'll go with Derrick Henry.
In other news, the Jags have announced they've signed Le'Veon Bell. No,
Jags. But anyway, yeah, so I wonder if Fields is in play there. It's pretty clear to me the Bears are going to take Caleb Williams. Brendan Rice came out this week, who played with him at USC, and said, if you don't take this kid, you're an idiot. You know?
Apparently that's the word is good. And I'm changing my mind. Like if I'm the Bears, I don't know. I go in another direction.
Yeah.
Because I can recoup something for Fields. I'm going to get a good pick.
Although it's surprising you're not going to get near as much as you
third
thought.
round.
Yeah, at best.
And
second
if you're
or third
Atlanta,
round.
by the way, why aren't you just prying that right now already?
And that's why I think if you're the Jags, you absolutely have to sign Ridley. You've lost a third rounder. Just sign him and lose a second rounder.
Yeah. Well, I don't disagree.
I mean, you can't. I mean, don't create holes on a roster that has a million holes already.
Yeah.
And that's what they have. They
That's
have
fair.
plenty of holes that they have to fill, and they're not going to listen when the dust settles on this puzzle, the 2024 puzzle. There's still going to be holes.
Because we learned last year.
And I will continue.
We had holes where we didn't know we had them. That's
I
the
will
problem.
continue to tell you this, and I would never make the bet again, but and I'll be paying off the bets this week.
Nice.
But if they don't get themselves an edge rusher, man,
just one more,
another one that is. And if you're going to sit there, and if they, I swear to goodness, if they start selling me, well, we're developing Yasir Abdullah, and I just can't. I can't do it.
I at this stage, I wanted to be aggressive, man. You have a window. That's what's so annoying about this year. We wasted a whole year. He didn't, and he knew it. And he even told us, we're not interested in getting better this offseason. We're just going to keep everyone together. They all but said that.
We love our locker room.
What an arrogant, idiotic not the best teams, Dan, don't do that.
Yeah.
The best teams in the league don't just, we're going to run it back. We were 9-8 this year. And us, we're like guppies. We just ate it up. And you're right. Never mind that we had to come from 17 down here and 13 down there and 17 down there. We just ate it up. Yeah, we're good. We don't need to add anything. But even us, even our naive eye knew we needed some more pass rushers. Even we knew that. For them to sit down there last offseason and do nothing, it's amazing, really.
Well, let's grab a break. It's 9 o'clock nasty. I feel bad that we have to bring Lee into the nasty part of the program.
Well, it happens.
But, he's going to have to deal with that.
He can handle it.
I've
hung out with Lee. Yeah, he'll be all right.
He'll be fine.
He'll bang through it.
Okay. That's coming up next right here on The Drill. We're live at the beautiful stadium course.
It's palatial, some say.
Oh, so nice.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here. Jaguar football starts here.
Hey, we got a good win today, man. All I want to hear is Cuba!
1010XL.
A new vehicle come to Key Buick GMC where we never have markups on our vehicles. In addition, Key Buick GMC is the only Buick GMC dealer with a lifetime powertrain warranty on all new Buicks and GMCs. It's a new year. Time to do some service checkups. Key has oil changes specials on most vehicles plus a tire match guarantee. Please check out our service specials at our website. Go to KeyBuickGMC.com. We're always professional grade on the corner of Southside and Gate. KeyBuickGMC.com.
Dave Binion here with my son Ammon, who is the air duct cleaning manager at Zero Res. So Ammon, you may notice a little rattle in my voice and some puffiness in my eyes. That's because allergy season is coming on. Can Zero Res help?
Yes, your health has a lot to do with the air you breathe. A clean and healthy home begins with clean air. At Zero Res, we can help clean the air in your home by cleaning your air ducts, cleaning the coils in your HVAC units, and fogging the system with a powerful antimicrobial that helps kill and control the growth of microorganisms in your air. We also have options for maintaining your clean air with our excellent inline air purifier and UV lights that will help keep your system clean and healthy. At Zero Res, we are more than just air duct cleaners. We're a clean air specialist.
So, what deals do you have this month?
Right now, get $100 off your air duct cleaning, and while we're at it, we'll give you $50 off your dryer vent cleaning.
Zero Res.
Spelled forward or backwards, it's the right way to clean.
CEROREC. Zero Res.
Mike Dempsey here. Look, your fantasy football season might be over, but you can still win money playing fantasy sports on Underdog Fantasy with their Pick'em game. Just pick higher or lower on players' projected stats. They have a boatload of Pick'em contests to spice up the games. So act now, and you can win up to 100 times your money if all your picks hit. Underdog is so easy to play, even easier to get started, though. Just download their app, the Underdog Fantasy app in the App Store, or visit UnderdogFantasy.com and sign up using promo code 1010XL. Underdog will double your first deposit up to $100. They even give you a special pickup higher than 1/2 total yards to use on your first pick'em entry to get you started in the right direction. Look, you know I love daily fantasy sports. It's why I play at Underdog Fantasy, and there's no better time to make money on the biggest football game of them all than right now. Sign up using promo code 1010XL. You do have to be 18 or older and present in a state where Underdog Fantasy operates. Terms apply. If you're concerned with your play, call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit ncpgambling.org.
Is your roof showing signs of wear and tear? Well, don't wait for problems to escalate. Call Universal Roofing Contracting today to schedule your complimentary roof inspection. Right now, get 15% off roof replacement or repairs, plus flexible financing. This offer expires February 29th and restrictions apply. Universal Roofing Contracting, proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars. License number CCC 057165, CBC 1258484.
UniversalRoof.com.
Denny Thompson here. Tackle burglars and protect your turf. Give yourself peace of mind catching everything around your home with Tyson Sound & Security's cutting-edge surveillance cameras. For safety and convenience, Tyson has you covered for all home cameras and security systems. I'm talking HD recording, night vision, and remote alerts all from your phone or computer. Call Tyson Sound & Security right now at 904-762-1000. Tyson Sound & Security. Security and automation experts.
Home of the Jaguars. WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
Ackerman Cancer Center now offers total body MRI, the latest industry-leading technology. Just one non-invasive scan provides a complete picture of your health to detect and monitor cancer with precision at AckermanCancerCenter.com.
Toilet or shower not draining? Water bill high? So many issues you want to cry? Call Mr. Rooter of Jacksonville. Have your number 2 business serviced by your number 1 plumber. Let us do your dirty work. Call us today.
Smoke and carbon monoxide detectors are 2 of the best life-saving investments for the safety of your family. Mr. Sparky will install the best unit for your home.
Call 888-8-SPARKY.
Your on-time electrician, Mr. Sparky of the First Coast.
For lost or broken keys or nearly any make and model of vehicle, call 722-1111 for
Instant Keys. Instant Keys. You don't have to go to the dealer. Instant Keys comes to you.
Mike Dempsey for Tire Outlet. Ride in style with a brand new set of tires from my friends at Tire Outlet. We offer the best selection, best quality, and best prices so you can find the best tires for your vehicle. With over 40 years of experience at 15 locations across Florida, Tire Outlet is the brand you can trust with your vehicle's tires and much more. Hurry in for great deals on tires with our legendary price match guarantee. Our expert technicians are ready to do the maintenance and repairs to keep your vehicle performing its best. Tire Outlet, wholesale prices, premium service.
Here's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update, sponsored by Awaken 180 Weight Loss. Gator basketball got nipped by Texas A&M to halt their winning streak. Head coach Todd Golden noted the disparity in free throws.
Disappointed they were able to get to the line so much, and we didn't feel that there wasn't a lot of reciprocation. Riley made that great dunk, got completely bodied on the dunk, and stuff like that.
Out of the 3 Florida State football players who accepted bids to play in the Senior Bowl, it was Braden Fiss who stole the show and begun to turn heads on a national level. Fiss found the experience positive.
And I thought it was great. Just the opportunity to get out here and, get all the, they call this the best of the best, and I believe it now. I mean, this was awesome.
In the NBA within Florida, the Orlando Magic delivered the pain to the fledgling Detroit Pistons, and the Miami Heat didn't have enough firepower, even with new addition Terry Rozier, to hold off the LA Clippers. That's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update. I'm Sam Nelson.
At 9:07, it's 53 degrees. Your time and your temp is brought to you by Bueller Air Conditioning. Stay cooler with Bueller.
1010XL is presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville. morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, Gookin Nation. It's another hour with Duval's Big Dogs of Sports Media. Dan Hicken.
Yes.
Jeff Prosser.
Blah, blah, freaking blah.
And E to the T.
E.T. is the GOAT producer. E.T. sticks that one in there at the end. It's a good move. Good move.
Solid
there.
move.
Yeah.
You like that?
I do. I love it. Love it. I love you, Dan. Totally ticked with you right now. I don't know
Very
what's going
ticked.
on.
Very bothered.
Don't know what's going on there. I'm just going to stay out of it. I keep my relationships independent of y'all.
I put it out there.
You guys run hot and cold. I mean, one day
We
you're,
do.
you're backseat vazzing one day, the next day you're not talking.
That's correct.
And I don't know what's going on.
It'd be like that sometimes.
Leave it at that. Yeah. You know, we bring in the executive director of the Players.
Oh.
You know, big title. And Lee Smith joins us. And, Lee, it's interesting. You know, we've been here for a succession of your position here. And, Hick, to my knowledge, the first one that wasn't here for a few years before moving up. No? Or am I missing one? See what I'm saying?
No.
Like the people that have had your job have been here at tour offices, I feel like, most of the time. You see what I'm saying? Like Jared graduated up. Guys graduated up from inside, and I'm wondering if that presents an extra challenge. Or first, am I even right? Did I miss some guys relocating? I wasn't paying attention, which is also possible.
No, I think you're right.
Yeah.
It certainly does present, maybe an extra level or an extra challenge. But at the same time, I do think it maybe brings a different perspective, a different viewpoint. One thing's for sure, I can beat all those guys at golf. So
that's true, and I can vouch for that.
Yeah, there is.
I like that.
So we don't have to worry about that part. But no, I think it's been exciting having been here 7 or 8 months. The pressure's starting to ramp up, and as Nick Dunlap said a couple weeks ago, pressure is a privilege. So certainly privileged to be here.
It's amazing. This tournament, I don't know how to describe it. I describe it in this way. So I have a friend who came in the 80s, and he came back, 30 years later, and he was like just shocked at all the changes. And I always wonder how you can continue to make it better, but yet you guys seem to find just little tweaks along the way that just every year makes the fan experience that much better.
Yeah, I think how that's been done, Dan, is that we're not always just thinking 365 days in advance.
Right.
We're thinking multiple years.
Right.
For the core golfer, the person that's been here many, many years, they'll see some of those tweaks with cart paths and mounding and some of that type of thing that we did during the off season this year. But for the person that maybe is here every other year, they may not notice.
Right.
There's tweaks here, and then there's some sizable changes, from year to year. Some inside the ropes, some outside the ropes, but always messing.
We were talking aspects of hosting a golf tournament. We were talking about it in the break. We were talking about some other courses, but I think what like you talked about in Phoenix applies here, and you now almost have to, plan for and prepare a golf tournament for a certain segment of people who may not even watch a golf shot while they're here. Right? They're coming for food trucks and chalets and friends and partying. Right? I mean, it's that's kind of become standard for hosting a pro golf tournament, no?
I think you have to. Look, you've maybe got 3 or 4 or 5 different audiences that you focus on, and the core golfer is one that focuses a lot on inside the ropes. But as those different target audiences, get their due, it's outside the ropes that they focus on. I mean, we've got a football stadium that has swimming pools, right? So always trying to create that.
Are you suggesting that there are going to be pools at 5?
Hey, Dan.
Not yet.
Dan, next year on 17T, Tiesto's coming.
Hey,
you
never
heard it
know.
Here
first. You heard it here.
The players, it's not lip service. They really do look at this tournament as their club championship, so to speak. I mean, it really is. It's the bell cow event on tour. It ramps up pressure like a major does, and these guys, I think, look at potential players' wins as on the same line as a major championship.
Absolutely. I mean, when you have the largest purse in PGA Tour history.
What are we up to this year, by the way, boys?
Oh, God.
How much?
25.
Oof. What does the first place get? $4 million? Yeah, that's good work if you can get it. Yeah. Poor Phil. Poor baby. Not here for that.
Don't do it.
So sorry.
Don't do it. It's a long way from My first one was
here locally, by the way, in the
John
players
Mahaffey won it.
Hey, Hick!
Shout out
I
to
can
John
guarantee you
Mahaffey.
this. I can guarantee you this. Here locally,
Yeah.
when we get to the fourth round of the players and they're coming down the stretch,
Yeah.
Local TV won't cut away for an infomercial. I'm just saying. I'm pretty
All right.
sure the
All
PGA
right.
Tour will play to conclusion,
Okay.
and you won't watch,
All right.
some book
Cooking
club,
show? Cooking
info,
show? Yeah,
cooking
cooking
show, or
show.
some nonsense. So there you go. They're growing the game is what we're doing, Nick. Growing the infomercial business, apparently. Anyway,
This
I've
is
got us
a
off track.
this is a what I love about this tournament is that any style of golfer can win here with four great
We've seen
days,
it. We've
right?
seen short hitters,
Yeah. That's the
faders,
to me. That's one of the
drawers.
great. That tells me how great the course is, the challenge here, and the pressure and everything. But don't you agree? I mean, it's why if you're in this field, you got a chance, man.
Well, 100% for many years, the tour players shaped every shot. You
Right.
looked at the shape of the hole, and you shaped every shot,
Mhm.
and that's where this golf course, was built around. The newfangled golfer, if they hit it left to right, they always hit it left to right. But it still just doesn't favor anyone, as you've seen. Like you say, short hitters, long hitters, right to left, left to right, low, high, putters, drivers, all of that type of thing.
Man.
And hey, we've never had a back-to-back champion.
Isn't that amazing?
How about that? In 50 years.
That is just
And we've had some
crazy.
big names win, too. Well, we've had a variety, as he said, but one thing else about this, you walk down this line, buddy, you see a lot of Hall of Fame.
Oh, yeah.
Hall of Fame, I mean, you think of the best players to play of our generations, Jack and Tiger and Rory.
Jody
winners.
Mudd.
John Mahaffey.
Craig
Craig Perks. First ballot
Siwoo.
guys. You got to be a smart aleck, don't you?
No, I was thinking about Jody today.
I'm pumping up these, the elite of the elite.
They know who the great
The
ones
goats.
have won here.
Yeah.
Eldrick won here.
Yeah, hey, the
Yeah,
resume,
I call him Tiger.
Yeah.
The resume is not complete unless you have a Players' Championship.
Correct. Best way to put it.
I think it matters. I
It
mean, I really
does.
do. I mean, we sold it, and the tournament tried to sell it I'm going back 30 years.
Right.
As the fifth major. We don't need silly designations like that, but for sure, if you went to these guys, and that paycheck is appealing.
$25 million makes
I think
it
we've learned that the golfers care about the paychecks even more than we may have thought. Right? So that $4 million, so you're the move to March. I'm sure you're constantly. I mean, it's here probably for the long term, but that transition back, it's been a few years now probably, but that's ultimately where we like being on the schedule.
Yeah, I think the ecosystem that we like to live in from golf events.
Yeah.
Certainly to have that first one of the year in March and really kick off the season, and then have the playoffs kind of in the season there in late August is a perfect spot for the Players' Championship to be. I mean, similar to a Daytona 500 type of thing in another sport. Have the Super Bowl kick off the season.
All right. Lastly, any post-it notes you want to let the listening audience know about, whether it's parking or tickets and availabilities, or just any of the the day-to-day on what to expect here? And are we 5 weeks? Is it that close?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. I probably obviously tickets on sale opening weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday is always an important way for us to expand the week of the players for the community. Fan shop open. 17th hole challenge open, free of charge. Parking is available in the main parking lot.
Okay.
So we'd love to see more and more people come out for that opening weekend, and we continue to expand it.
All right, perfect.
It's great to see you.
Absolutely.
Thank you, Lee.
Very much.
Yeah.
Good luck out there today, guys.
Yeah, thank you, man.
You
We'll
got
need
it.
Keep up the
I'll
good
see
work.
you out there. I'll be watching.
We'll get you through this madhouse and we'll play. How about
You
that?
got it.
Sounds
Absolutely.
good. All right,
Sounds
that's
good.
great. That's
Thank
Lee
you.
Smith, Executive Director of the Players. The tournament position for another, terrific year of just showcasing first the best in the sports, the PGA Tour itself, our area, so many great aspects of what this golf tournament brings. So why don't we sneak away? We'll come back. We'll wrap it up. You're listening to The Drill. It's the Monday Morning Quarterback, horsemanonly.com.
Play-by-play sports just sounds better on radio. For high school, college, and pro sports play-by-play, turn on 1010XL.
The Drill from the studios at Republic Services. We'll handle it from here.
Here's Linda Beaver.
Beaver Toyota and Beaver Chevrolet love our community. That's right, we spread the love by giving back, and every year we give hundreds of thousands of dollars to our local community. Plus, we give all our customers lots of love, too. Every new vehicle purchase comes with a 20-year, 200,000-mile warranty, and every certified pre-owned vehicle comes with a 7-year, 100,000-mile loving warranty. Plus, we give the most loving for your trade. Help us to continue to spread the love and head to to Beaver Toyota in St. Augustine or Beaver Chevrolet in Jacksonville. We're here to wow you and give back.
People who suffer from arthritis are getting real pain relief with exciting biologic therapies at QC Kinetics.
The success rate is there, and there's no better way to treat yourself when it comes to dealing with pain.
Meet Tyler Vale, co-founder of QC Kinetics, who says they can't cure arthritis, but they can treat the pain.
If you think of the tide coming in and out on the beach and what it does, it erodes the sand, right? Can't stop the tide, but eventually when the sand or the beach gets bad enough, we backfill that beach with sand so that we get generations of enjoyment with that beach again. And the same thing happens with your knee or your shoulder or your hip or your back. We want to backfill the problems that have happened to this point. I'm not stopping the tide, so I'm not stopping the arthritis, but I want to get generations of enjoyment out of those joints again.
Call QC Kinetics now for your free consultation. Learn more about how restorative biologic therapies can get you real and lasting joint pain relief.
Call QC Kinetics, 904-274-5522. That's 904-274-5522. 904-274-5522.
Hey, Hicken here for Lockhart Construction. They're a long-time Jacksonville business. Shane's dad started the company, still works with Shane. His guys are Jacksonville guys, taking care of Jacksonville people like me. I need a new bathroom, right? I called Shane Lockhart. Shane Lockhart came over, gave me the numbers, said he could do it, did a great job. He was fast, he was friendly, he was affordable, he cleaned up, and I couldn't thank him more. He's become family friends, man. We've used him on more than one occasion. He's got the BWR seal of approval, and trust me, gang, that ain't easy to get. Their family gives your family a better living experience. Unlock better living with Lockhart Construction. If you've got a construction need, idea, no job too big, no job too small, give Shane a call. He'll call you back. Shane Lockhart, Lockhart Construction, 994-3865, 994-3865.
Hey, sports fans, this is Hayes Carlyon from MyBookie. The Chiefs and 49ers are gearing up for an epic showdown in Las Vegas, and you've got a front row seat with MyBookie. Whether you're aiming to cash in on the big game or just looking to have a good time with friends, MyBookie brings a true Vegas experience straight to you. With a huge selection of pregame bets, you can wager on everything from the opening coin toss to the color of Taylor Swift's sweater. MyBookie is a platform that offers something for everyone. You don't need to be a pro to turn sports and pop culture knowledge into real cash in your wallet. Sign up, make your first deposit today using promo code 1010XL, and choose from a variety of welcome offers to find one that suits your playstyle. You've got options. If you're itching for a sportsbook and casino that amplifies the thrill and maximizes your winnings, MyBookie is your MVP. Bet anything, anytime, anywhere from MyBookie. Don't forget that promo code 1010XL.
Hey, it's Matt Hayes. Resolve all your home's plumbing problems today. Fenwick Home Services pros are ready to solve any plumbing emergency that you didn't see coming. From burst pipes to water heater disasters, Fenwick's licensed experts have you covered with same-day, 24/7 solutions. And to help you save on future emergencies, we're offering $50 off any repair. That's right, $50. Schedule your visit online today at FenwickHomeservices.com/radio.
If your ride is making strange noises, don't wait and make it worse. Come to Action Transmission on Merrill Road. My expert technicians can diagnose the problem and likely fix it fast. Experience the difference at Action Transmission on Merrill Road.
It's all about the tales of the tide and the thrill of the hunt.
Wilderness and waterways. There's nothing like the great outdoors.
On the Nimnet Outdoors Show, presented by Duck Duck Rooter Plumbing and Septic Services.
Every Saturday morning, 7 to 10.
On 1010XL.
Hello, First Coast. I'm sure by now you have seen our bright green GFL trucks and containers throughout the greater Jacksonville area. We're an industry leader in solid waste and would love the opportunity to earn your business. We're committed to customer service, reliability, and have an unwavering focus on safety. Whether commercial or construction, let us haul your waste away. Call 904-760-5880 to get a quote today from GFL, Green for Life.
Hey, folks, Hicken here. Now the kids and grandkids have gone home. Decorations are coming down. You can see it's time to get those carpets and sofas clean. Telling you, give Zero Res a try if you haven't already. They clean the carpets, the sofa, the chairs, the area rugs, and even the tile and grout. Google them. More than 5,000 five-star customer reviews. And right now, 20% off carpet cleanings, 20% off upholstery. Zero Res, man. Spell it forwards. Zero Res, you spell it backwards. It's the right way to clean.
It's time to celebrate your love with a special gift from Beard's Diamonds.
Now through February 14th, you can get the lowest prices in Jacksonville guaranteed.
And with every purchase between now and Valentine's, your loved one receives a free dinner at Fogo de Chão.
See more at the St. John's Town Center or at beardsdiamonds.com.
Let's fire up the flavor and ignite those appetites. Let's slow down and smell the barbecue. Because all your favorites are smoked for hours and ready for eating when you are. From our famous ribs to slow smoked pork. Enjoy some perfection by the plateful, safely in our dining room or in the comfort of your home. With curbside pickup, drive-through, and delivery. Sonny's Barbecue, local pitmasters since '68.
Team 10XL is presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
I got some Super Bowl 58 by the numbers.
Yeah.
What do you think the lowest price of a Super Bowl 58 ticket is right now on the resale market? The lowest priced resale ticket right now of the Super Bowl.
I would say.
Like if you went online, hey, I want to go to the Super Bowl. Let me go to StubHub. Well, how much is it?
$2,500.
$8,586.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
I mean,
corporate America. The Super Bowl's always been that way, and now it's beyond, whatever. It's very tough, and it's going to be the one unfortunate thing for us when we one day make the Super Bowl. You're going to have to have
this reality
a connection to be able to get tickets to.
Yeah. Put your whole self in hock to go, and especially if you lose.
Yeah, and you think about your.
Yeah, that's over. Man, I hate to say this because what we do, and we've been very fortunate to go to more games than the living soul should be ever allowed to do. But the whole thing is a little bit overrated to me. Like, if your team is in the Super Bowl, like, is it worth paying the – it depends on who you're going with, what your life stage is.
Vegas makes everything more expensive. I mean, listen, it depends.
Vegas used to be cheap.
It depends what your, threshold is, but I don't think it's overrated. Like, if your team is in the Super Bowl, I would like to go – like, I'd like to go out there on a Thursday night, be there Thursday, Friday, Saturday, game Sunday, come back Monday. I think that would be – the hype, the excitement, the Duval.
That's fair. Let me amend that statement.
Yeah.
There's a 50% chance of it being miserable, dude.
Sure there is.
If you lose the game,
absolutely,
it's beyond being overhyped. It was totally not worth it if you lose the game. I mean, to me at least.
Yeah.
I've been with that. I've been to the wins and the losses, and you're right.
Yeah.
When you're there and they win and you revel and you just live in euphoria for another, 24 hours. But when you lose, you just want to I just want to go home.
Yeah.
Right. And then that price tag comes into play a little bit, right? A little bit of buyer's remorse.
Well, it comes into play no matter what because you're going to be paying for it for a while.
That's ridiculous, by the way, but whatever.
Yeah.
In the NFL, it's all about the money. Just see the Jags.
You're almost better off. Honestly, and it is the Super Bowl, so I get it. But it's for sheer excitement.
Yeah, championship.
It's better to go to the championship or the playoff games if you can. Yeah. Like going to Kansas City last year, and we were all in that one sports bar. That was awesome.
Yeah.
That was so much fun, and there was all Jacksonville people in the Kansas City sports bar, and it was the place to be.
Yeah.
And the next day, the game and the hype, and that to me probably would be more fun if you want to get. In terms of your dollar that you're spending than going to and you can get tickets. I remember, I remember in 2017, I've told this story before, but my older son, he and his buddies, they got tickets because Pittsburgh was convinced they were playing New England the following weekend. Those tickets they got tickets for $100.
Yeah.
In Pittsburgh at Heinz Field.
They're just trying to get rid of them.
Yeah, and so they flew up there for nothing because they flew on one of these bootleg airlines, and they flew into Latrobe instead of Pittsburgh and drove over, and they did it all and found a place to stay. They did it all for $300, $400, $500.
Yeah,
I mean
that's different.
That's different.
Yeah,
but
dude,
But that's a great trip because when you're young,
those are different.
As
now.
opposed
that's
to
fair.
saying,
that's why,
all right, I need $20,000 here if I'm going to do this.
It's also why I qualified that we've done so many. I've done 1,000 of these, so
Yeah.
I don't mean to. I don't want to be that guy that like going to a Super Bowl's no fun. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying with that, if you can't go, at least know that you're not spending all that money.
No, like
you know what I mean.
And you got to remember too, for fans, I mean, like going to the ESPN where they're broadcasting outside the stadium and walking around the NFL fan experience with Jaguar stuff everywhere. And
that's fun.
Getting the memorabilia with Jaguar Super Bowl jersey or whatever. I mean, all that is just makes it running up to the chicken ranch. I mean, all those things make it fun.
I'm not. I think it's the Bunny Ranch, and I'm not going. So the Chicken Ranch you just sent us to.
Did you get me any info on Killer Mike?
Yeah, I stand corrected. I was today years old when I learned that his name is actually Killer Mike. I've always wrestled him
I thought
as
it was,
Killer.
but I didn't want to correct you because you know the culture better than I do.
Doesn't killer mean he literally kills people,
Not
or no?
necessarily. This is
Okay.
actually Killer Mike was on, like, for example, Killer Mike made an appearance with that Bill Maher guy recently.
Okay.
Where they were talking about all kinds of politics.
Well,
and
Killer
such.
Mike's a big dude. He won Grammy, a couple of them.
But he got arrested too.
Do we know what he got arrested for?
I've
He
asked
got
you
into
to
an
investigate.
altercation. He got into an altercation with a security guard. Apparently, Killer Mike, he put his hands on somebody, and you just can't do that.
Yeah.
Now I don't know what was the reason if somebody put his hands on, or if they put their hands on him first and he retaliated, because for every action there's an equal opposite reaction. But hey, that's probably what happened.
Yeah. So the security guard called the police. Somebody called the police.
Somebody
though.
called the popo.
They had the video, and then they looked at the video, and that was enough to arrest Killer Mike.
And I mean, he went out. He wasn't fighting or doing anything. So hey.
No, they cuffed him up though. Cuffed him up. They cuffed him.
Yeah, they cuffed him
and took him away.
Yeah, man,
That's
it's
what
3
they did.
Grammys.
But he did win. He had 3 Grammys in tow.
On a scale of 1 to 10, with 1 being least excited and 10 being most excited, your anticipation meter now that the 43-game UFL schedule has been released this morning.
43-game what?
UFL schedule. UFL. Have you
1
heard of
being
them?
the what? Excited?
Yeah, 1 being the least and 10 being the most. Are you
0.
12, 13?
0.
14?
Won't watch a lick. Don't care.
Did you ever see the commercial I was talking about and how disingenuous it is?
No.
Where they use the real live,
if I haven't paid attention.
Where Scott Van Pelt is saying, "This is the most exciting spring development ever."
Listen.
UFL. A lot of people don't know they have combined the XFL and the USFL. Did you know that?
I did know that.
Okay, good.
But I don't care.
Oh,
that's
listen, too bad. I don't either. I've tried every year.
Yeah,
I try.
every year you sit
I do.
there, and every year I tell you,
you're
no,
right.
you're not. And then we don't watch it. We
I
don't care.
know.
And it's on all. It'll be on all the time.
Yeah,
And
I will say this: I don't care, but I do watch just a little bit. Yeah, I mean, every once in a while, I'll just put it on there. For a little while.
I don't know if I don't. I love football. I love it, and I miss it. And Reality Sunday was yesterday, and I miss the game desperately. But I don't mind the break from it either. I love other sports.
Yeah, I hear you. It's
You
just
know, we're
the spring's
baseball-
just not. It just
we're baseball guys.
It's all
though,
about
so-
the name, man. You got it. Yeah, because I would much rather watch the Braves,
We're-
who start about the exact. For those that are interested in the UFL, it'll start on March 30th.
Yeah,
a lot of excitement. Birmingham and Arlington.
Yeah, I don't.
Bobby Stoops going there.
Stoops. Yeah. They had 55,
so you don't want me to read the 5 key takeaways from the schedule release?
No, they had 55,000.
What about what to expect from the? No,
they had 55,000 people at the Pro Bowl flag football game. I'll look up at a UFL game, and there'll be like 300 people. I just can't do it.
Yeah, maybe more than 300, but yeah, your point is fair. It's just, you know what? At the end of the day, sports in this country are driven by one thing, bro. One thing.
What's that?
Name value.
Name value.
You gotta know who you're watching. You gotta know what you're watching. If you turn on a UFL, you can be a big time NFL fan, and there's half of starting lineups of teams that you watch all the time that you wouldn't recognize the name. Go to the UFL where you know who the quarterbacks are, the receivers.
Right.
You can only get so excited about Josh Gordon's trying to come back, or Le'Veon Bell's going to play for Memphis. You can only get so excited about the retreads or the third string level quarterbacks. It just doesn't work, man.
What? Who do you think if Caleb Williams goes to the Chicago Bears with the first pick, who do you think will be the second pick? Is it Drake May, or would you take Jay? Who would you take?
Who's got the second pick? Washington?
Washington, then New England. They're both going to take quarterbacks.
Yeah. I was just saying, which of the two would I take?
Yeah, who would you take? I think I'd take Jaden Daniels.
That's a really good question. I'm still afraid of, I'm afraid of Jaden Daniels and what he is in the league.
Why?
I am. Because they're never as good as they seem.
Jaden Daniels is better than Lamar was.
Exhibit A, though,
in college.
Last year at this time, we were ready to put Jalen Hurts in the Pro Bowl every year. Now you wonder, is he going to keep the job?
Already?
Do you know what Jalen Hurts' numbers were this year?
They weren't great.
He had a passer rating under 90. He's just if they're not running, they're not. And I just don't. In the NFL, look. I would take, if you're telling me, if I'm Washington, that I'm getting Lamar, then yes, I'll take Jaden Daniels. I don't know if that's what I'm getting.
I think we're almost at the point now in the NFL where they want the athlete a quarterback.
The ability to run is one thing.
Yeah.
The run first.
No.
And I don't know if that's Jaden Daniels either. I'm not saying that is, but he's, again, whenever you're when you're more dangerous as a runner than a thrower.
Yeah.
I don't think that matters in college. I think it matters in the NFL. I think, if you're more dangerous as a thrower, but you can run, see Josh Allen, see Patrick Mahomes.
Right.
But when you're Hurts and Lamar, now Hurts has made a Super Bowl.
Right.
But isn't Hurts but you're saying he's more a Lamar runner. And I know what he did against Florida, and the Gators were so bad that night. I can't take anything from that. Right. He ran through Bama as well. That NFL.
Again, Jaden Daniels this year threw for 3,800 yards, completed 72% of his passes, threw 40 touchdowns, and had 4 picks.
All right, that's fair.
I mean, had a rating of 208. I just
that's better than I would have thought.
Yeah, that's.
I just don't. All right, but okay. Well, then Jaden Daniels should be second.
He has better passing numbers than Drake May. So why is it Drake May gets?
Well, probably neighbors and that receiving core he's had for one thing.
Okay, Joe Burrow's doing pretty well. He had Chase and JJ.
Well, I mean, I don't. Yeah,
there's
totally different types.
The thing is, when you break them down, there's always a point counterpoint. Like Mac Jones had great receivers, and he hasn't done as well in the NFL. Jaden Daniels had great receivers. We'll see. Joe Burrow had great receivers. You just don't know. Point counterpoint. In the end, it's a guessing game.
Yeah,
it's a guessing game.
I'm still really concerned. Although there are guys in the league that are refuting that. Like, I'm always worried about a runner first. He gets to the NFL and everyone's running a quarter second faster, and you can't do what you do. But Josh Allen, Lamar, and Hurts, they all keep doing it.
Yeah.
So, yeah, boy, I don't. This helps. It helps that, I'm not all juiced about Drake May. Maybe y'all
I'm
are.
not either.
Yeah. So, I'll happily take Jaden Daniels there. At least I know he can be
exciting.
Exciting. It's kind of like RG3. That's who you're getting.
Oh, yeah.
RG3 numbers, and he can run.
Yeah.
So, they went down that RG3 path one time. ET, do you want to see what's trending?
Let's do it.
All right.
Oh.
Trending is brought to you by Pet Paradise.
Let's go.
Trending is a great partner here for so many of our local endeavors, and a great partner for you when it comes time for your pet to be taken care of. They're man's best friend, and you want them treated as such. So from the climate-controlled suites to the bone-shaped pool to all the services in one easy, convenient, modern location, and there are 8 of those around town. But from grooming, veterinary care, New Day Veterinary Care, long-term play dates, overnight boarding, drop-off and pick-up, 24 hours open by the airport. Go to Pet Paradise for all of your pet care providing needs.
Number 5.
Hey, gentlemen, y'all remember old Joe Exotic?
Yes.
Sure.
Still in the Hooskow last I checked.
He's still in the Hooskow, and he's pleading. He's been pleading to Kourtney Kardashian to have his sister Kim Kardashian to get him out of what he describes as this hellhole. Because apparently Kim, she has that ability and that authority to get folks out the Hooskow.
Let me tell you how Kim Kardashian rolls. She don't buy time with Joe Exotic, okay? Kim will go find some, bus driver who was put in jail for a crime he didn't commit.
That's correct.
She's not loading up with this psychopath. Right. So, yeah. And Joe Exotic, I don't know if he belongs in jail. Probably not at this point. But Joe tried everything. I thought Joe Exotic was dying, by the way. Wasn't that his last plea? I want to get out because I got some cancer or something. Apparently that wasn't true.
Joe going to say whatever it is so he can get
out.
Joe.
I don't know if Joe should be in jail this long, to be honest. I watched his show. Whatever Joe did, I'm not sure he should still be in jail. You throw Joe in jail for a couple of years, but it ain't like he murdered anyone.
I got
like that Carol Baskin. We all know she murdered her husband.
Carol Baskin is not a good person.
Fed him to the Tigers.
Yes, she did. Number 4.
Number 4.
Hygiene habits reportedly lead to woman's divorcing her hubby.
Ooh.
Oh, man. She states
You're
that,
stinky.
Oh, man. She
Stinky
states
guy.
that,
Don't be that guy.
She states that her hubby did not shower regularly.
Mm-hmm.
He wore the same pair of clothes for an extended periods of time. And he neglected his hygiene by not brushing his teeth about maybe once or twice a week. You can't do that.
Yeah, that's not good.
Yeah, you can't do that, man.
Don't be that guy.
Please
Don't be that guy.
Number 3.
Vegas is expecting about 1,000+ private jets.
Okay.
Man, for Super Bowl weekend. Man, I love to be in Vegas this weekend, boy.
I know you would.
Whoa.
Niners defensive back Emmanuel Valleran arrested at Thursday night at about 4 a.m. Go ahead.
Number 2.
Feel good story.
He's putting you in jail with Killer Mike, man.
He is, man. Teddy Bridgewater. A lot of people
Yeah,
don't
I like
know.
this story.
Yeah, he was on the Detroit Lions roster. And there was a video surfacing after the game, after the tough loss the Lions suffered, of him and his head coach, Dan Campbell. Well, Teddy Bridgewater will now be the head coach at his alma mater, Northwestern.
Yeah, Miami Northwestern. Teddy
Proud
Bridgewater
program, isn't it?
Teddy Bridgewater could have went out and probably made another $5 million next year as a backup quarterback, and but a lot of people love Teddy Bridgewater. I think he'll do a great job at Miami Northwestern.
I think so
Year of the
too.
Bull. Shout out.
Yep. No, another little pipeline to
Torian Hayes. Was he from there? Was that his name?
No.
Remember that?
You're thinking of
what's that guy's name? Torian Charles.
Yes.
Is that where he was from, Northwestern?
Yes.
Yep.
a little pipeline to Louisville too, maybe, And
yeah,
like Jeff said,
point.
that's a proud program over there in Miami Northwestern.
Number 1.
And the number one trending topic, as we've mentioned a couple of times, Killer Mike was a big winner last night at the Grammys, or whenever the Grammys was, I don't know. As he took home the best rap song, best rap album, and top rap performance. But he also went home in a pair of handcuffs. Come on, Killer Mike.
Yeah.
Come on, Killer
It was
Mike.
the best of times.
It was
the worst of times. For sure. That's what's trending. Well done, E.
Can I add this in?
Yeah.
Please do.
Did you see this story over the weekend? You know that technically the college football playoff field is going up to 12 next year, right?
Yes.
But it's also the last year of the playoff deal between the conferences and the networks.
Okay.
There seems to be a lot of thought that the SEC, Big Ten will say, y'all have fun, we're going to do our own thing.
Yeah.
And
shock me.
Would it bother you?
Probably not.
Do you think anyone outside of the Big Ten or SEC is going to win the national title in the next 10 years?
Yes.
Who?
I don't know.
But someone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I say yes.
I'm not sure
now,
I would.
ultimately, in 10 years, if it goes...
I'm not sure I
if
would
we
anymore.
have 30 teams in the SEC and 30... Listen, the bigger issue is when the Big Ten and the SEC get together. We need to change college football and get it right.
That's what the commissioners are saying.
Yeah, it's a train
And that's what they're saying.
It's a joke.
They're
get rid of the NCAA. We'll let Tennessee and Virginia take care of that and fix it and get us somebody to regulate, and let's go. Let's make it a good sport again.
Yeah.
Because it's ridiculous now.
Well, the 12-team format is certainly going to make it a little less combustible for sure.
Yep.
FSU fan can't kill, Herb Street for 10 years.
All right, E, before we go to break, couldn't be any happier than to join the George Moore Chevrolet family. And listen, when we say family, we mean it. That's what they've treated me like so far anyway. Been by the showroom already and going back again right there off Atlantic Boulevard. You can visit it and find out exactly what I'm talking about. There's no pressure, just friendly help. And if you want a car, a truck, SUV, electric, pre-owned, you name it, George Moore Chevrolet has it. Thinking about becoming a truck guy, Pros, so we shall see what happens.
Truck guy.
But, if you can't make it over to Atlantic Boulevard, it's no sweat. MooreChevy.com. This is easy to navigate as any site you could try. They got vehicles from sales to service to parts. It's never been more easy to use. So check out George Moore Chevrolet, and we'll be having more announcements with them in the coming days. But just excited to pair up with them and
and here on the drill. So thank you to George Moore Chevrolet. Let's take a break, come back, and make the turn for home next.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here.
You don't want to do that. Oh, but I do.
Where fun and games are serious business.
What are you prepared to do?
He's crazy! We gotta stop him!
1010XL.
Well, hello there. Join me at Seminole Hard Rock Hotel and Casino to celebrate a new era in gaming. With live craps, roulette, and sports betting now available to go along with the biggest selection of slots in South Florida. Plus, all your other favorite table games. Complement your night with my award-winning fine dining and casual fare options, lively bars and lounges. Or catch your favorite A-list entertainer at Hard Rock Live. Discover your rhythm today. Go to hardrockholly.com. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem, please call 1-888-ADMIT-IT. Seminole Hard Rock Hotel and Casino.
Feeling the chill or breaking a sweat in your own home? Call JTM Comfort Services. Father-son owned and veteran operated with 40 years experience to serve the Guggen Nation. JTM Comfort Services gets it right the first time, providing top-notch service, maintenance, and replacements for your heating and cooling needs. Get up to $1,300 back on the new system. Right now, get a free service call with any repair or replacement. Licensed and insured. Visit jtmcooling.com.
Your comfort is our name. Call my dad to keep you in the game.
Have you been dreaming of enhancing your living space with top-quality custom windows and doors? Now is the perfect time to make that dream a reality with Renewal by Anderson. Right now, buy 4 windows or patio doors and get the 5th free. Plus, no money down, no payments, and no interest for 18 months. This offer expires February 29th and restrictions apply. Renewal by Anderson, proud to be the official window and door replacement partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Visit rbafla.com.
License number CGC 1527613.
Wow, John, my Clearwater sprinkler system looks great.
All right, Frank, let's go ahead and program your Rainbird timer. How many minutes do you want the zones to run?
John, I think we run from the front 20, the sides 15, the back 10, the garden 5. Clearwater scores!
Well, that's a first, Frank, but you're the boss.
Clearwater Irrigation. We can't sing a lick, but we sure are good at sprinklers.
And drainage to
ClearwaterJacks.com.
We're in Florida, and pest problems are persistent. Want them gone? Mission accomplished with Mission Pest Solutions. Veteran and locally owned and operated, Mission Pest will blow your mind with their communication and response time for all your pest, termite, and mosquito needs. Text or call 904-944-PEST. You'll speak directly with the owners. Mention 1010XL when you call 944-PEST. You'll get 25% off your initial pest or termite protection service. Mission accomplished with Mission Pest Solutions.
This Date in Sports History is brought to you by Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
On February 5th, 2012, in Super Bowl 46, the New York Giants beat the Patriots 21-17. The MVP, Eli Manning, after going 30 for 40, 296 yards.
You don't have to be a football star to get a signing bonus. The team at Republic Services needs your skills, and they're paying up to $5,000 for you to join the roster. You'll be joining a winner. As an essential business, the Republic Services trucks have not stopped rolling with hourly and weekly pay and better benefits and vacation packages than the rest of the league. Driver trainees, $1,000 sign-on bonus. CDL drivers, $3,000. Diesel mechanics, $5,000 bonus. Join the winning team at Republic Services today. Visit republicservices.com.
Equal opportunity employer. Calling all fun-loving citizens of Northeast Florida. Freedom Boat Club needs your help. Lisa the botanista has gone missing. She left a note that said gone boating. But here's the thing. Freedom Boat Club has 4 local locations, Julington Creek, Jack's Beach, and 2 in St. Augustine, and over 400 locations across the world. That's a lot of water to cover. Is she water skiing on the Ozarks, whale watching in the Pacific, or island hopping in Spain? Or hiding right here at the Black Creek Rope Swing, or docking at the Conch House? Wait, has anyone checked Fort George Island? Too much to do on the water. So Freedom Boat Club is offering our best discount of all time, so you can help search. You simply make your reservation, show up, and have fun. I gotta go. I'm hopping on a boat to the fish camp for live music and lunch. Maybe I'll find the botanista there. Or better yet, maybe you'll join us with the best discount ever and enjoy boating made simple. Don't blame us when you start playing hooky too. Visit freedomboatclub.com.
Hey, this is Bert Cannon with the First Coast YMCA. Youth sports at the Y can help nurture your future athlete's potential and experience the joy of being a kid. At the Y, we're providing a safe, clean, and fun environment with basketball, soccer, volleyball, gymnastics, elite skills training, and more. Best of all, participation in Legacy Youth Sports League is free with your family membership. Visit fcymca.org to learn all about youth sports at the Y.
Make a crucial catch against colon cancer. Hicken here for the Borland Groover Foundation. If you're 45 or older, please listen up. The ball's in the red zone to get screened. The key to surviving colon cancer, early detection and prevention. And 45 gang is a new 50. Men and women, get screened for colon cancer now. It's easy to do. The Borland Groover Foundation is a nonprofit organization, and they are devoted to building a healthy and equitable community that is free from colon cancer. Visit BorlandGrooverFoundation.com for more information.
I'm Sheriff T.K. Waters with the Jacksonville Sheriff's Office. We're currently hiring for police, corrections, 911 dispatchers, and various civilian jobs. And for a limited time, JSO is offering a hiring incentive of up to $10,000 for police and corrections applicants. Details are available at joinjso.com. I invite you to apply today and start your journey as a law enforcement professional, helping us drive down crime and foster positive relationships with citizens. Are you ready to be a part of the solution? The Jacksonville Sheriff's Office is an equal opportunity, equal access employer.
1010XL is presented by Farrah & Farrah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville. Now, the 2-minute drill. Brought to you by Tire Outlet. Tire Outlet is now hiring. Visit TireOutlet.com/careers. Equal opportunity employer.
All right, let's introduce you to the esteemed crew from Jaguars Today. They follow us up here after a Monday morning quarterback, divorcemenonly.com. Send it back to studio with Tony. Tony, how we doing?
Good morning, guys.
How we doing? What do we got coming up?
We got, obviously, Dempsey and I will have Mike DeRocco on, who was covering the Pro Bowl festivities here over the last week or so. So we'll check in with him from what he took away from any conversations he got to have with Josh Allen specifically. Concerning that contract extension and when we might see that happen. We'll do that here in the 10 o'clock hour this morning. And our question of the day asking, assuming Trevor Lawrence eventually signs a long-term deal to remain in Jacksonville, what is the peak that the Jags will reach in T-Law's time with the team? Your options in the poll today: Super Bowl champs, AFC champs, play in the AFC championship game, or they have already peaked.
Oof. Let's hope not. Let's hope not.
I would not think that we peaked. Yeah. I think that when all's said and done, we look back on this year. At least I'd like to hope this. I'm not ready to give up on a franchise QB yet. I think the injuries will end up being a bigger story of the plateau than otherwise.
Tony, make sure you tell D-Rock that, thank you for those wonderful updates on the game yesterday that he was able to tweet out. That was just wonderful. And I wouldn't respond to him on Twitter because I hate media on media Twitter. So I wouldn't.
You like media on media radio.
Yeah, but media on media radio I feel like I can do. And so tell him that was just thrilling when he told me that, Jamar Chase just caught a 22-yard touchdown pass from C.J. Stroud.
Okay.
Well, thank you, D-Rock.
That's covering the event. That's what that is, Dan.
That's what he does. I mean, he had it dialed in is what he had it.
Mm-hmm.
I kid because I care. Have a great show, Tom.
Thank you.
All right. So that'll do it. We're done.
Yeah, we're out of time.
Yeah. This program is in the
soon
books.
To be out of money. We're going to go out here and just
bet some cash.
Oh, we're going to take on this stadium course like we're McElroy and Scheffler. That's what's about to happen.
Yeah.
All right, that'll do it.
I can't putt, Jeff, but I'm right here from 6 feet.
Appreciate y'all. We'll see you tomorrow. This has been The Drill. It's been the Monday Morning Quarterback, divorcemenonly.com.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here.